Okie dokie. Let's see how we sound coming out of the television. Sound coming out of the television. Sounds good to me. Although I can tell already that it can hear, the microphone can well hear whatever's going to come out of the TV. And I don't have any headphones around, and I'm planning to watch stuff, so there's probably going to be echo. I should probably improve my setup in some way that prevents this from happening. But I haven't thought about it in between streams. Hello, Taperclip. I've gotten requested for a few videos by Lapucia. Oh yeah, let me add everyone. Let's go. Alright. Now that I've alerted the masses. Dogliacci says Trixie and Medicare later tonight. I can't believe you're still watching Medicare, but I guess he's dying, so you try to get every scrap you can out of that smile talking ass motherfucker. Can you watch the glitch one first if Z-Cypher is here? Yes, but I don't know if Z-Cypher is here. Hello, Elaine. Always good to have you. Well, I guess we'll start watching this, and then if Z-Cypher shows up, we'll just go over to the Knights of Guinevere. To anybody watching this who wishes that I would live stream more.
Hi.
And maybe... Oh my god. Lapucia, how much did you send me? This is an hour long. What? Did you want me to watch all of this? Let me go look at this, actually. I didn't actually even look. I was just like, alright, sure, I'll watch the stuff. It looks like you sent me $140. That's a lot of money. My god. Is this something that you want me to watch at, like, normal speed, or should I kick it up a little bit? Is this like an apology video or something? No, this looks like some sort of podcast. What is this? The aftermath of infidelity. Oh my god. Oh no. Ex-BuzzFeed Try Guys co-creator who owns Rocked Bottom. Ranked number 6 of Time's most viral moments of 2022. Okay. Don't know what any of that means. Isabel's here, yo. Made it to one of these and I have $0 in my bank account. That's fine. Lapucia already sent so much that it's gonna be a while before anybody else even has a chance to make a submission. What I was gonna say, if anybody wants me to stream more often, do what Lapucia does and just simply send me a DM that's like, hey, I would like to send you $100 to watch these several videos, and I'll be like, all right, well, that's a good reason to do a live stream. So let's get that rolling. It might be best to watch the Big Dumb video in between other requests. All right, let's start with this, and we'll do this until Z-Cypher shows up, and then we'll switch over to the glitch video. Get the ball rolling on this, see what the hell this is.
I'm Ned Fulmer. 3 years ago, I cheated on my wife with my producer. It became a massive public scandal that caused a lot of pain to a lot of people. I know that I represented myself as a kind of wife guy.
A wife guy.
Talked about his relationship and put that out there for public consumption. And you, as a viewer, I know that
the fucking, like, I get that he's either just emotional or trying to sound emotional, but talking in a constant vocal fry is really fucking obnoxious, especially when your microphone is sitting directly on the rumbly part of your esophagus.
I broke your trust. I betrayed my spouse, coworkers, friends, family, and I betrayed you. And I know it's not just about cheating, but I was a company owner and having a relationship with a producer. I was engaged and
Malik, wife guy, scandaled his life guy. Just dropping bars in the chat.
friends with all of our friends and coworkers. It was understandably a messy and devastating situation for everyone involved. And I was the cause of it. I did that.
God, I just, in my head, I just hear like the most emotional butt rock as like, you know, as he plays himself off, like, because he sounds like he's about to fall asleep and start crying at the end of every sentence. So I keep wanting like a music, like to break into a musical segment, you know, like he's like, it's my fault, and I'm like, and I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand.
And I
And
can't change it. I
when
can't change the past.
everything's meant to be
I
broken.
can own it and accept it and try to change how I show up differently in the future.
Did me singing loudly just now make my microphone do anything ridiculous? Z Cypher is here. Good. We're gonna skip out on this for now. We're gonna watch the cool animated thing. This is definitely for when I've got a whole IPA in me, because this is I haven't quite clocked into the mood of this yet. Like what level of sincerity I should take this man with. 634,000 views, 5.8 thousand likes. That's not as many as I feel like it should be with that many views. I don't know if that's a ratio number. What is this now? This has 5.5 million, almost a million views. So that seems healthy. All right, Z Cypher sent the rest of the cost of this. Thank you very much. All right, I'm excited. I didn't actually watch any of this, by the way. I was trying to like get a thumbnail from the early part of the video, but it was taking too long, so I gave up. But I've seen the trailer for this because I think Lapusha actually commissioned me to watch the trailer for this twice at different times. Or maybe there were two different trailers, or I remember us watching the same trailer twice, and then I think there was also another one. It was like a teaser and a trailer. And I remember the second trailer being pretty good and making me think, okay, this could be good. Mike sounds okay. That's good. That's good. You think he's going to be 50% sincere, 50% trying to profit off of a relationship reconciliation? Probably. No thank you says, today we are appreciating the cuteness of Azunyan. Please remember to praise Azunyan today. I always praise Azunyan because she's adorable. Actually I went to a concert like a week ago with my mom to see The Darkness, and my mom was wearing the Azunyan, like, you know, two hair tails, and she's like 5 feet tall, and so she was in the crowd and like jumping up and down to the music, like, you know, bobbing her head, and I could see the hair tails going, and I was like, oh my god, my mom looks exactly like fucking Azunyan. Like this is exactly the type of show that Azunyan would be at too. Anyway, let's watch Knights of Guinevere.
Once upon a time, and this was a very long time ago indeed,
My Little Pony.
there was a princess trapped in a tall, tall tower and locked away.
I really feel like the vocal performance of Twilight Sparkle by Tara Strong has had like a massive influence on the way. Maybe it was already just like this. Maybe she was already just doing a trope that's pretty commonplace. But I feel like I hear so many voices that make me think, God damn, you are doing a Twilight Sparkle.
Way by complicated machines that ran on blood and fear. She spent her days playing games, pretending she wasn't scared, but she was in.
Hold on. Why is the quality at 480? What the fuck is going on with that? Thank you.
In dire need of rescue.
Wait. You got a fucking 4K option.
Are you hurt? Don't worry. I can make you better.
Olivia, dear, won't you come with me?
Is this the first time Glitch has done a 2D show? Like, I'm thinking about it, I'm realizing, oh yeah, they only did like 3D stuff, right? I mean, this looks really nice. So far, the only thing that has been, like, not in a bad way, but like just made my brain skip a beat was the mouth animation, just because it's a unique feel, given that it's not anime, and it's also not a mainstream Western production. So I feel like they've taken their own approach to moving a mouth that I'm not sure what it's comparable to. Oh yeah, there was the anime parody in Digital Circus. That was not nearly as cool looking as this looks, though. In my opinion. Hey, it's very...
Go on, take a look.
Look, it's the Knights of Guinevere.
It was beautiful.
Apparently it was beautiful.
A world of possibility, where fantasies became reality, where
It's like
tall
Disney
tales
World, but
became
on fucking
indisputable truths.
Exploding
It's all for you,
islands.
Olivia. Everyone who comes and goes will eventually be under your watchful care. Happy birthday, sweetheart. I hope this can make up for... I don't think I need to say it. Olivia, your future can be as bright and beautiful as all this. Embrace it. Let your past fade away. You're here now. Do you understand?
Yes. Thank you for the present, Papa.
Oh shit.
Come,
Her guts is
Princess.
out. Why were her guts out? Oh. They pulling
It's our
guts.
new kingdom. Isn't it pretty?
Yes, it's so very, very...
Shit! Security!
It's okay, Papa. They'll bring her back. And when they do, I'll
Something
fix
has
her
not
again.
stopped moving.
Yes, it was so very long ago.
Like a perpetual motion.
And no one ever heeded the princess's prayers for rescue. Will she ever escape?
It's not in the show, is it? It sounds like the ticking of a time bomb about to explode. What is doing that? It's closer this way. No. It was the lamp string. His head had hit one of the things that you turn on the lamp with, and it was going back and forth and hitting its own socket, making a metal on metal tinking sound. That was driving me crazy. I don't know how long that would have gone on for. Anyway, yeah, this is sick.
Will she ever find her knights?
Really like the way that they've translated their aesthetic into 2D of like, because the like Murder Drones was like everybody always had like a big smile on their face while creepy stuff was happening, but it felt more like that kind of like those creepy cute plushies and stuff, you know, like the plushies that they market on like Instagram, where it's like the ADHD bunny rabbit or whatever, and it'll be like all like different mental disorders or whatever represented as like plush toys. Like that's what their shows have reminded me of until this point. Somehow this feels more nuanced than that, because it's like when I see characters in this medium like putting on like that expression, it feels more deliberate. It doesn't feel like an incident of making a like specific type of character design so much as like there's something off kilter and weird, and it feels like a part of the world building, you know, and clearly there's something going on underneath that smile that we saw breaking through there. But yeah, I like it. I dig it. Okay, she's a Disney princess. She's every Disney princess, I guess I should say. Very interesting, like, conveyance of information, like where they chose to interpose like darker imagery into that, and what it was. Very specific, you know. Also, they hinted at that operating table in the teasers, but she didn't look the same way as she did in that image, so fucking crazy. Things rigged. It's all rigged.
Well, hello, little ones. I'm Princess Guinevere. What are your names?
She's super giving Mario Galaxy fucking Rosalina, with her being like 12 feet tall and everything.
Francesca and Andrea from M7. What lovely names.
I don't think she's actually supposed to be 12 feet tall, but she just like gives that energy.
Are you lost? That's what we call a glitch in the Matrix. Thank you.
Usually that means that everyone's about to get shot in the Matrix, which means that's real also.
Come on, I just need change for the vending machine. I'll tip you 10p.
I rewatched The Matrix recently, and I was shocked to realize just how much of Sword Art Online is The Matrix. Like the book was written just like not that long after The Matrix, and I didn't quite realize how much it was just like doing that story. But like, what if it was a video? Like, what if it was an MMO instead of like just real life, you know?
Read the sign.
What? Crowny? Me?
Don't do that.
Ugh, I went to school with you. You know me.
Thought I did till you started wearing that uniform. Crowny.
I'm not even administration. I'm an engineer. Junior engineer. Bottom of the ladder.
Which one did she need again?
For mercy.
Who chose your side?
I chose a job. Ass. I got rent. We are all victims of the park, but
The way that this girl looks and is animated really reminds me of the main girl from Inside Job, that Netflix show that only got 2 seasons, because I did not bother watching the second season, even though I didn't dislike the first one. It was just one of those shows where it's like, I don't necessarily need any more of that. Or
everyone's so busy picking apart each other, they don't see the corporate hand at the wheel. You think a cog like me has power? No. I got more to say. Your attention's divided, man. Meanwhile, every new planet is getting terraformed, and soon there'll be no place untouched by the light of commerce and amusement-tainment. We got no choice. I got no choice.
It's interesting. Like it's definitely like it's flash animated, and the character designs remind me of, you know, other Western animated shows, but not as nothing is quite as generic as how things have been. You know, like Inside Job looked so much like Rick and Morty, it was like painful. This does not look like Rick and Morty. And even though that girl kind of looks like that character design, the way she moves and everything, like there's just a different style. Like it definitely feels unique without being that unique, you know what I mean? It's like, we did just enough to make this not super basic so that it feels a little bit fresh, a little bit interesting. The character designs remind me of, you know, like post Steven Universe Cartoon Network style. I don't want to call it Cal Arts because that's like not accurate and dumb, but you know what people really mean by that is like stuff that kind of looks like Steven Universe. But this is like somewhere between Adult Swim cartoon and daytime Cartoon Network, but with like an elevated aesthetic.
Screw Reggie.
Like her face, the girl on the right, both of them really. It's that they're very unique, like facial features, the way they're designed. I can't really think of another show actually that has faces that feel like.
What does he know? You're a park engineer, D. Most people would kill to have that job. Besides,
Frankie, when did you buy these? Emphasis on buy. Oh yeah, boombox. Should have known. Well, let's get out of here before Reggie finds out you're.
Thief! Damn it, Frankie! Your ass is gonna pay next time at Mahjong!
Thievery is cool.
Need a tune-up? There you go. You two? Looks like your who's a what's-its are out of calibration again. Easy fix.
Just got Bayonetta. Dope.
Shit!
What's going on there? Some more bullshit from work?
AG has me doing a week's worth of tests in one night. Wanna kill myself.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Why would anyone splice the facial controls into the environmental pipeline? It's not a very sophisticated solution.
Her right shoulder pet is like a lava lamp. She opened that with her teeth. Bird does that. I heavily discourage it. Good way to break your teeth.
Hello?
Oh no, it's Five Nights
Nice!
at
What
Freddy's.
fixed it?
Oh, a hunch.
Man, that's so cool. I got so much to learn from you. Then maybe I can get a job in the labs too, and we can work together. I just like thinking about that sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, shit, it's morning already? Shit.
That's right, Andy! Have a good day! Go kick some ass! Show 'em who's boss! Fuck you! I better get to work too.
What's that blue shit they're pouring? Is she in the blue? Is she just in the oil? Is that the implication? Like, she is in all things. I am all things at all times. I might be blind. I might have just died. Open your box and you'll find. Why are they
Hey,
unicorns?
boss man!
That is
There's something
adorable.
caught in the net!
What an idea. They were like, we gotta get, I just really want them. What if the fucking fishing pole was a unicorn horn? Why not? That's something that could exist in reality and should exist in reality.
Frankie!
What?
Stop gawking at the park!
Sparky, what? You can't even see me right now.
I don't need to see you to know you stopped working. Your precious park
opened
ain't gonna
with her
have crap
eye?
to melt
Oh, I
into
guess I
different
didn't
crap if
catch
we
that.
ain't hauling up scrap. So get back to
Is
it.
there something
I
about
saw
her eye that
too.
lets it do that, or is she just extra ridiculously strong eyelids?
Yeah, usual spot. Tonight, get sifting, Frank. Eyes out for the good plastic. The keychain factories are getting desperate for materials.
Aye, aye, Cap.
Yep, same
that's
price. No, there's no damn repeat customer discount. Fuck's sake.
The fucking like teddy bear face on the police helmet very much reminds me of Psychopaths.
Oh my god!
shit. Is that?
A Guinevere android. I don't recognize the model.
Oh, who gives a shit what model? This is gold!
What? You're just gonna sell it?
What you expect me to do? Share a cigar with it? Oh, shit.
Is that a cigar? A techno cigar? That's it.
Can it?
I was just thinking, Spark, I could fix her.
Literally.
Get her working again. Cause if I do, maybe I can get an engineering job like Andy's in the labs, and I could... Careful!
No fixin'. No labs. I don't want you involved in that dreamland crap. Those lab rats are always up to their necks in sick shit. Trust me, they're some of my best clients. Don't worry, you'll get your cut when we scrap her for parts.
Wait, so was she the same kid as in the beginning? Because if so, that's hilarious to think that she like spent her whole life getting good at claw machines after that. Like, I have to fucking... Did you ever watch Vito Let Me Down on stream? I don't remember. I don't think so. But we'll definitely do it. We'll do it after this episode, in case anybody missed it. That is legitimately incredible, though, that she spent her whole life getting fucking good at like.
We found traces of your princess. She made it to the surface this time.
Now, see, I feel like even though this nurse is wearing like the cutesy face, like, I don't know if I would have innately distrusted that just on sight, but the fact that fucking, they've already shown that on the cops and everything makes me just think, okay, this is someone else not to be trusted, and someone else who's
No, my poor dear
dystopian.
Guinevere. She must be so
What the hell?
confused.
They're like this universe's Chanseys combined with Five Nights at Freddy's
Bring her
robots.
back! Bring her back! Bring her back! Bring her back! Please, I have to fix her again. I'll do better this time.
Shall I call security?
I mean, this is better than what you really get in the mental hospital, which is like, disdainful and disgruntled looks that are like, ugh, I can't believe she's freaking out again.
No, they won't be able to handle this. I need him.
You're polishing the
I would
wrong
definitely
septic,
wear
Crowny.
Blue ass.
Hey, asshole! I'm just trying to get by like anyone else. Just because I got a job in the tower doesn't mean you can treat me like... doesn't mean you...
Dog, he
Sorry. Hope you feel better. But also, fuck you!
Oh, why, hello. Didn't notice you there. Come
That's
closer.
amazing.
Meet some
social
very good
commentary
friends of
there. Just sorry. Hope you feel better, but also fuck you.
mine. This is Guinevere. And Guinevere. And yes, this is Guinevere as well. The beloved monarch of Park Planet. If you can believe it, there are as many Gwens as there are stars in the sky.
I love that she's every Disney princess, but she's also like Hatsune Miku. She's also like fucking what's her name, Rosalina. She's like just every iconic, powerful, woman character of this nature, like slammed into one. Just the most super icon she could possibly be.
And every one of them draws
Barbie,
on the same magic to remember everything. So wherever your journey leads in the park, every princess you meet will recall the same cherished memories of you. Our Park Planet engineers work tirelessly
to create the ultimate experience for our guests.
Did I say Min-May? I meant to say Min-May. And also the I don't know the woman's name from Macross Plus, but this plot also reminds me of what I understand of the plot of Macross Plus.
She doesn't really look like any of these models.
Doesn't matter what model she is. You need to go back for her.
Taper.
Yeah, the princess is the
Penguin,
princess.
Kitty
All
cat.
monarchs are usurpers and descendants of usurpers.
God, what? No. Sparky's my
Masterful
boss.
mascot.
I can't just steal from him.
Do it, Francesca. Bite the hand that feeds. Think of it this way. Is it stealing or is it rescuing?
Oh, what do we have here?
Hey, you
Like
eat
the
yet?
face on the
I'm
TV
thinking
too, just-
sad girl dumplings and bathtub brew from Sunny's Pub.
They were just like, if it's gonna be a piece of technology, it should be cute. Why wouldn't it be cute?
Because, yeah, today sucked.
But it's all like unnerving, ugly, cute, you know? Which is where this is just what, like, this is one of the more believable futuristic aesthetics I've seen. I don't even know if I call it futuristic. It feels like 5 minutes in the future, you know? Like, it feels like the present moment if people were just a little bit more, I don't know. I mean, I feel like Japan already looks like this, you know? Like, if you told me this was set in Japan, I'd just be like, yeah, that's probably what's going on. This is, I see both of you saying plural representation. So these are like other voices in her head. The three mascot characters. That's neat. Oh, they're toys. So they do
She
have a
seemed
physical
sad when we locked
representation.
her in there.
Very much reminds me of how Pinkie Pie did her dissociative episodes where she's talking to like a pile of rocks in her basement.
Couldn't move or speak.
Who's locked up?
But are my tools good enough?
Frankie?
And Sparky's just gonna chop her up? Ugh, what an ass!
Frankie, is Sparky chopping someone up?
Andy? Andy! Perfect! Amazing, Andy!
Frank, you have to tell me if Sparky's doing something illegal. You have to tell me if he's hurt someone. In the last 8 hours?
Andy, I'm just messing with you. But you got security clearance, right? You gotta get me into the labs. I need a repair halo for this.
Well, for what? Tell me what the hell is going on.
Better yet, I'll show you.
Holy shit. A Guinevere android?
Right?
I've never really seen one like this. It looks really unusual and old.
And I can fix her brand new.
I'm noticing there's a lot of people who are missing one eye in this show.
Better bring it to security.
And one person who has put something into her eye as though she was trying to put it out, but I guess she's got an incredible eye strength.
Maybe there's a reward out for it.
Why not bring it to security after I fix it and see if I can't wow anyone? Know what I mean?
Are you saying you're willing to risk jail time to be a corporate crownie like me?
Remember when we snuck in the park to play that crane game?
Pusha said, I like that they don't make these characters look pretty. Yeah, it's definitely giving like gender neutral, but also like just not gender forward. Like gender neutral in the sense that, I mean, both characters have what we would currently consider to be masculine names. You know, and pretty butch personalities, but it's not like explicitly, I don't know, maybe they're trans mask. It's hard to say, but like, I don't feel like that's the point as much as that they are like, they do a specific thing, you know, like, which I do think is considered masculine by a lot of people in American society, but like, there are obviously many different performances of masculinity beyond just like, I am a social function, but, Lapusha says, I think they're butch. And that was my first instinct, too. It wasn't until they had male-sounding names that I started thinking, oh, maybe they're, like, trans mask, or maybe this is just a very fluid future. Or not even fluid, but a very agendered future, you know? Because aside from that being very hopeful in my mind, it reminds me of a lot of, like, sci-fi anime, you know, which there's what I like about this show a lot is that it feels more anime than most Western cartoons that take influence from anime, you know? Like, it's like, it feels almost accurately anime in its, like, storyboarding and pacing. It's only, like, the design sense and like, the way the mouths move, really, that feel somewhat Western, you know? But, like, and maybe just the amount of animation that happens, but I think that's more of it being a independent cartoon that's not expected to come out on like a weekly basis, and being a pilot. But yeah, like something about the character designs to me suggests like this is a future where we're past that almost, you know. Although not that many of the other characters are really, like, super genderless in that way. I keep thinking about the anime They Were 11 as, like, a very influential sci-fi story where everybody just kind of looks androgynous, you know? And, like, that became a very popular way to do sci-fi for a little while in anime and manga. But, you know, I don't know if I would call this quite that level of like it's an androgynous society. Obviously Guinevere is like very feminine, you know, by that I mean she got some tiggle bitties, but you know, otherwise these characters very much they're definitely doing something. There is definitely intent behind the gender performance of these characters, whether it's that they characters themselves are operating with intent or if it's just the showrunners. But thought was put in.
We didn't get the doll, but we met a real Gwen. That memory is still so vivid. And now you make stuff that gives other people memories like that.
Especially
I just think that
when they were kids, I had thought it was a girl and a boy. Like explicitly, but I guess I just wasn't even. Maybe it's just because it looks like they're wearing Boy Scout uniforms, but I guess those could be Girl Scout uniforms.
it's cool as shit, D. Right, Guinevere?
That's right.
I mean, the boat is definitely giving, you know, I have a masculine job, but I'm still a girl, you know, like. It's covered in fucking unicorns and little animals and such. You know, she's got all the cute trinkets and stuff, so yeah, it's definitely not like oh, I'm trying to be masculine type of a performance. It's interesting. Very interesting place, and yeah, ambiguous place to put them, which is good. I like that. I like that there's not an obvious answer to their gender. It's like, you know, I don't know, what do you want it to be? You know, as a fan, do you feel like this represents you? In that case, then it can be you, you know, but otherwise they just are who they are. Singular, not trying to represent something bigger than themselves.
Come on, Andy. You can do it. I believe in you.
Damn, dude. You've really got to get away from your desk.
Well, ain't this a fucking howdy do, Andrea?
That was a really great place to put the first use of the word fuck in the episode, you know? I don't feel like I hear fuck a lot in glitch shows, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. And it's like almost 17 minutes in. Lull moment. The plot's about to spike in tension, and it starts with just the guy going, I hate this fucking house.
Franklin, you taking my prize hog for a night stroll?
Sparky, I know this looks bad, but
I'll deal with you in a second. What is this, Franklin? Mutiny? Am I not doing right by you?
You were just going to sell her, man! To one of your nasty clients. This is a real chance for me.
To do what? Shine some shithead shoes in a fancy tower till you choke on the fumes? Know what some nasty client affords us? A second ship. Fast one, for you. Maybe even a third. That's a whole goddamn fleet with you as a captain. We both know the money ain't in scraps.
This is a very interesting scene. He's like upset with her, but also trying to like cajole her and be like, hey, look, if you give me over this now, not only do I forgive you, but I am still going to give you what I was already planning to do with the money, which is going to be for you. I don't know if I trust that, but
it's in exotics.
Lack of gratitude.
Give it a sniff, Frank. Might chill out your rowdy ass.
I love you for that hard-headed spirit, kiddo. I do, but I can't show you special treatment, especially because you're you.
God, you're always so dramatic in front of the boys. Whoa! Stop! You're gonna damage her!
Stop biting me! Fight back proper! You stole my boat. You stole my android. And now you're throwing a tantrum like a child. You know what happens when you break the rules.
Don't you dare.
I like the way that they edited that too, or storyboarded it rather, where you don't quite like see the blow, you know, like it comes so quick and pulls away so quick, and then she's hidden behind the Guinevere doll, you know, so it's like you don't even see the effect of it until it cuts to her with the black eye being angry, you know. Very tasteful way to make it like ooh, but not like, you know, it's not gratifying. It's not like, oh yeah, cool, slap. It's like, oh damn, you know, like I didn't realize he was gonna fucking put her down like that, you know.
This is a stupid move, Andrea.
You're calling me stupid? You're about to sell an actual Guinevere android for scraps. You have no idea what you have.
Yeah, and you hit like an old man, old man. Oh, wait.
No. That was good. Let's make a deal. You let us fix it. Working model. I bet you could sell it for 10 ships, huh?
I get why Franklin's doing this, but you, what's in this for you?
Because I want money. Because I got fired. That's the truth.
That be the true truth, as Tom Hanks would say.
Fine, fix her up, make her shine, then bring her back to me. Deal? Well, business calls.
Nasty.
Franklin, Andrea, I'll be in touch.
That means I'm gonna.
You know, I thought that went really well.
She's like, I thought that went well with a bruised black eye. I can't help but feel that.
Welcome to the lower labs.
The people of Twitch, not Twitch, Glitch, really dealing with some shit. The people who make the shows for this network,
Where abandoned projects
going through
are
it.
left to rot. That elevator should take us where we need to go. Last chance to turn around.
Look what I got! Want a race? Did you really get fired?
I really got fired.
They're idiots. Hey, maybe they'll take you
This is
back
by
after
the
we.
person who made the Owl House. Interesting. So they like went to work with Glitch, make a show there type deal. That's pretty sick.
Don't cheer me up.
They should fucking. I'm sure they can't. But it would be nice if they could buy the Infinity Train rights and finish that show. I feel like this show to me more than proves that they have the capability to do justice to the rest of Infinity Train if they could somehow get their hands on that.
But even so, even after all this crazy shit, I have a good feeling about this plan. I think this will really improve things. What now?
the only mecha I can think of to compare that to is that one video game. It's like White Knight Chronicles or something like that, where it's like a. I'm gonna call it Escaflowne style, but the mechs don't look like Escaflowne. It's just in the sense that it's like set in a fantasy world, but has mecha. It's the only thing I could think of that reminded me of, but it's like that, but like it looked like it had one of those Watchmen smiley faces on it. Also, I wanted to say, Lapusha said, I haven't seen Infinity Train yet, but I don't like watching shows that don't have an ending, which is why it needs to be picked up and continued. Each season is kind of self-contained, except for the fact that at the end of season 3, it sets up some stuff that really leaves you like, oh, I can't wait to see that get paid off. And none of it pays off in season 4, and then the show ends. And it's like, okay. But like, in terms of the narrative arcs of each season individually, they mostly wrap up. And season 3 also is just fucking torqued and crazy. Like, it's worth watching if you like dark cartoons like this. Because season 3 of Infinity Train was some of the darkest stuff I've seen in a show that like claims to be a children's show. Like there's, you know, obviously the internet has chronicled a billion dark moments in kids shows, but like Infinity Train season 3 felt darker than most dark anime feel. You know, like it was ballsier than a lot of even like shonen manga that people, you know, love for how ballsy they are. I don't know why ballsy is the word I'm choosing, but, you know, there's a lot of trans masculinity in that show, so I guess it's fair.
That thing was...
big? Yeah. Security?
No. I would have known about something like that, I think. But the Gwendroid.
Screamed. Yeah.
But they're not programmed to...
Scream. No. Do you think she was trying to warn us?
Goodly ladies, arrest thy steps. Thine hearts I wouldst make mine.
Reminds me of that one dude from Berserk who, like, his face is really smooth, but then when he gets pissed off, his face turns, like, all fucking veiny and wrinkled and fucked up.
It's after Gwen!
Frankie, behind you!
Dogliacci, there has to be someone better than Saber Spark that's done a summary of the show. But yeah, you could just watch it. The like Z Cypher said, each season is 10 episodes, and the episodes are like 15 minutes long or something, if that. I think it's 10-minute episodes or something. So you can literally marathon all 4 seasons in one day, and it would be like watching a 26 episode anime, if that. Maybe a 20 episode. I love the way the whole robot, the design of the robot, the way it moves, everything about it is crazy. It's a very unique robot.
Lady Frankie! You gotta save the princess! Get up, or you're all gonna die! Hello, little ones. Are you lost?
You know who else she reminds me of is Aether, the goddess from my book, Konosuba. Because she was a blue-haired, like, this is kind of the scenery of how Aether like arrives to the main character. It's just like a floating blue lady in a you know, mystical dreamscape.
Is that your parent or guardian?
He's doing the Evangelion walk.
I see. Well, you've been such a good friend to me. Allow me to sort this out for you.
Frankie! Frankie! Come on! We have to get to the elevator!
Her brain release a little DMT.
No, she helped
She's about to do the Don thing.
us! We have to help her!
How?
Never mind, she did the elfin thing. What was out there that had blood? I guess that thing. Okay. Sick. She twisted that motherfucker's ass. Highly agree, Z-Cypher. The color design in this goes so hard, especially going between hallucinations and reality. Yeah, I've been in love with the colors all the way through for sure. The moment where it was really desaturated, like whenever it shows I can't remember her name, the other girl, because she's got the big outlines around her eyes, and it reminds me of like Mike Mignola's style, particularly when the lighting gets really stark. And I realized that Mignola's like color design work is literally so influential that at this point, like, it's pointless to even like say that something looks like that. It's like, yeah, that's just how lots of stuff looks, but it's a good look. Like that was amazing. Everything that they just did with colors there was amazing. And something I've never seen also, like that particular lighting effect just there, that was just a random little thing that happened. Can't say I've ever seen something that looked like that shot. Protest. He's getting rained. Definitely some Evangelion influence going on in this.
Hello, Francesca. Hello, Andrea. It's nice to see you two again.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Definitely giving, like, I've seen Evangelion and Revolutionary Girl Utena. Cute. Oh, I really like the, Andy. I can't remember which one's which. Was that like an amiibo? That thing's I like it. That was good. It was pretty to look at. The characters are interesting and unique. The artwork is interesting and unique. It has a lot of clear influences, but none that are so clear that it gives away the plot. You know, like I didn't feel like I really understood where the story was going at all. But was still intrigued, which is a good sign. Like normally when it comes to like mystery shows, I feel strung along. This never made me feel like I was waiting to understand what was happening. It made me feel like I was just watching the characters do what's happening, you know, like as it happens to them. It was better than a lot of, like, I'm thinking about the last time I watched like a first episode of an anime that had like a big elaborate sci-fi universe and like all kinds of stuff that it had to establish in the first episode, and that was Gachiakuta. And the first episode of that was mad boring and mid because it felt like the aesthetic set dressing was the only unique thing about it, and everything else about the plot was just super fucking generic. And this felt like when tropes happened, I was almost surprised to realize like, like when they're at the docks, you know, and they get stopped by the guy, and I was like, oh yeah, this is like what would happen at the docks, I guess, in a show, you know, like that's tropey and cliche, but it's not normally like the guy who you work for caught you and is being like sympathetic but also hard, like it was such a weirdly complicated interaction between them where it's like, I don't respect this guy as a viewer, but she still respects him as a, you know, in-universe character. It's just way more nuanced than, you know, you would usually get from the pilot episode of a show like this, as you can see if you watch a show like Gachiakta. Yeah, that was good. Was that my favorite first episode of a Glitch show? Maybe, because I am like pretty biased towards 2D and the color work and the character design style in this. I did also enjoy the first episode of what's it called? The Gaslight District. Has that had another episode yet? I haven't even looked into that. Glitch. Try to avoid watching glitch shows on my own because I know I'm going to get paid to watch them if I wait long enough. Yeah, no, it looks like they haven't. I don't think we ever did episode 6 of Digital Circus either. Because I don't remember what happens with the guns. I remember the baseball one. Anyway, yeah, that was dope. 5.7 million views in a day. That's not bad. Oh my god, the Digital Circus pilot has almost 400 million fucking views. That's so many fucking views. Interesting. Well. Let's beat out trailers for other shows, so I think it'll get there. Alright, that was fun. I like it. The art director is iCager / Amber Blade Jones. They are phenomenal. Glitch literally grabbed some of the animators' best for this. Good. Yeah, it feels a little weird being like one episode into two very different dystopian like anime, you know, from the same studio that they really aren't like that comparable. Like the most comparable elements are the dystopian like you know, overhanging trappings and everything, but the characters are very different and the feel is very different, and obviously the art style is completely different medium, totally different color palette. But just the fact that both of them are only one episode in does invite like a level of comparison to be like, okay, well, we've got two pretty good first episodes. Where are we going with this, you know? Especially when, like, these shows are so much more plot-driven, at least on the surface of it, than the stuff before. Where, like, Murder Drones was pretty, like, it was plot-driven, but the plot was, like, almost incomprehensible, and it was mostly action. And then Digital Circus is, like, totally episodic. So getting these two shows that feel like they're going to be way more, you know, way more plot driven really leaves me wondering, how are they going to handle that? How is that going to compare to doing something not so script heavy? Or will they be more action centric as they go? I definitely feel like that one had even more like dialogue and setup and characterization than Gaslight, because I remember that. I mostly remember action scenes from Gaslight District. I remember there being a similarly toxic parental relationship between the one character and like father figure on their team, where there was like this hint of an abuse there, that, you know, this person is trying to take care of them, but they're also not that good of a person, you know, and that came up in both, but neither one has gotten to a point where we can really analyze the relationship. Which I think is more promising, or I will like more. I mean, Knights of Guinevere, my instinct tells me will be a better show. because it just seems like it has more going. I don't know, actually. They both hint at a lot of stuff that we don't really know if it's going to be interesting or not, you know? I feel like Gaslight District had the more unique and interesting aesthetic in terms of the overall, like, look and feel. But at the same time, like, a lot of what was appealing about it was, like, the same stuff that's appealing about Trigger shows, and I don't know how much it's going to be like, oh, I'll put this in instead of just going and watching, like, Panty and Stocking or something. But, like, in the case of Guinevere, it didn't feel like it's something I could get somewhere else, like, in terms of what was really appealing about it. So, yeah, I think maybe Guinevere has the leg up, but it's hard to say. Again, they're both so fucking early in. They're speaking to our daddy issues. I don't even have those type of daddy. My dad is more non-present than aggressive. You know, he did not. I did not face any sorts of punishments from my dad growing up. I cannot remember one time my dad attempted to discipline. Well, okay, that's not true. I can remember the very few times that he attempted to discipline me, but none of them really worked out. I said what I said, don't contradict me. Well, hey, you know. You're allowed to have your daddy issues.
I wanted to say that I'm sorry. I hurt you. And
oh my god, this guy. Okay, I forgot this is the way it is. I definitely need this to be faster, and I need to be more drunk. I had a moment, like 8 or 9 minutes into Guinevere, where like there was like a little bit of a lull, and I kind of grabbed my beer and took a sip, and I actually thought, you know, I must have been pretty engaged with this to not have even like thought, I'll take a drink until now. Because a lot of stuff like this, I literally hit play and I was like, all right, hold on. Let me fucking chug this beer real quick.
I hope to make amends over time. And one step is to publicly witness the pain of my partner, Ariel. This is a conversation with Ariel in this video. It's painful at times. It's honest, vulnerable, brutal. But it's necessary for her to move forward, and I'm grateful for the chance to witness it.
This is a public breakup podcast? Is that what this is?
Yeah. As disappointed as we were that something so private and painful became such a public spectacle, I get why people were so outraged, and I understand that is the reason that she can't move forward with any sort of public thing without addressing this. So this is that. This is a conversation where we answer your questions. We share what we've been up to these last 3 years and what you can expect from us moving forward. It's about an hour long, and I know that from my perspective, I want to tell stories of curiosity and empathy, and I want them to be meaningful and have value in people's lives. So I hope that you find this impactful. So please join me for this conversation with Ariel Fulmer.
Said, when he lists all the people he hurt, it included and you. It's like the end of the thank yous in the video.
Again. Feels weird. Feels a little awkward.
Yeah. Back in a podcasting room.
Yeah.
I mean, we've certainly had a lot of conversations where we've sat like this.
Yeah, that's true.
But not, conversations that are meant for the public.
Mm-hmm. Is it strange to think that people are watching this and listening to it rather than just being in like a therapy setting?
Oh, heck yeah. It's terrifying.
Yeah.
It's absolutely, yeah. I mean, I'm on the verge of like standing up and walking out of this room. Absolutely.
Same.
I'm like, what the hell am I doing?
This is the most awkward energy I have ever seen a video start with. Two people at like a level of discomfort that they're stating out loud, I'm about to get up and walk out of the room, and both of them are wearing a face of no discomfort. Like they're both masking at full tilt because they're on a podcast, which makes you do that. But they're so uncomfortable that they cannot hold the mask through the words, So it's like physically 100% masked, but verbally 100% honest. Because the discomfort is just so high. Fascinating.
What am I doing? But no, I feel like this is a necessary thing.
Yeah, we've kind of been just keeping our lives very private for the last 3 years.
We have.
And just almost hiding from the world.
We've been hiding. We've been hiding from the world. And I'm not gonna lie, it's been kind of great.
Mm-hmm.
It's been kind of great to be super private.
And it's ironic because we don't stop becoming recognizable figures. People still come up to us, people still recognize us. And to the extent that we're kind of moving forward in our lives, that's something that you've talked about. It's like, how can I move forward in my life without people knowing the next part of my story if they're still stuck on the 2022 part of my story?
That's kind of the thing, isn't it? And that's the whole reason that we're here, because we're stuck in 2022.
Yeah, at least as far as they know.
Exactly. we have moved on with our lives.
Yeah, we've moved on for a while.
We
now.
have moved on with our lives. But like, as far as everybody else is concerned, we're still stuck in 2022.
Yeah.
And
are they saying that they were together in 2022 and they've broken up, and now they're like revealing the fact that they had broken up and people didn't know that for the last however many years? 'Cause that's wild.
You know, that brings us to the whole reason that we're here, and the reason that we can't walk out of this room, because we live in a social world, right? And we can't move on with our lives if we don't, you know, move on publicly.
Like publicly reestablish the context of who we are, how we relate to each other after being so public with our relationship before.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a really strange thing, actually. Like that we can't do anything publicly without kind of addressing this first.
Well, yeah, I mean, in 2022, it got so big, right? The whole scandal, it grew and grew and grew and grew, to the point where it just became this thing that just like got so much bigger than us.
Yeah.
And I feel like I just sort of hid away from it, you know?
Same.
They were married, he had an affair, and got caught with this producer at a concert, just like that fucking dude at the, what was it, Coldplay, where they caught the, or was it a football game? It was like some CEO was like cheating on his wife in like the box room at the football game, and they put him on the Jumbotron and immediately outed him.
Same.
And going completely dark was the only thing that I could think to do. And for the last 3 years, I've just hidden behind the scandal, you know? And now, like, now I can't get out from behind it.
Yeah, because it's a big step to like sit down and do what we're doing and to talk about it.
Right, but even like going out in public with like my kids or just going out to dinner or something like that,
yeah.
I feel like the only thing that people see is the scandal.
Yeah. It's a big loss.
It's a big loss, but it's a really strange way to go about your normal life. You know, like I am a human who has needs. Like I want to have regular friends, and I don't want to like walk up to somebody that I want to be friends with at like preschool and have to start every conversation with like, my personal life is a dumpster fire, as I'm sure you know, but also, do you want to be friends with me? You know, like, I'm not gonna lie, I have some really authentic friendships that have started that way. But like, I don't want to go about my life starting friendships like that.
Yeah, you kind of want the new friends to know the context of like who you currently are.
Yes, exactly.
I remember I have met some people, like made new friends or kind of introduced myself to strangers. It's like, oh, let's like exchange Instagrams. I'm like, well,
right?
Here's mine, but a couple of caveats. One, I have a lot more followers than you might expect. Two, all of this is pretty outdated. And three, don't Google me.
Don't Google me. You
Just
probably don't want to
Google me.
me
Get to know me first. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You don't want to be just sort of seen as the sum of your mistakes for me or the sum of your past for you.
Right.
And the challenging thing is it's been complicated for a while. I mean, we are still friends. We have children together. We go on trips together.
Right.
Like, you know, there's a spectrum of being together, not together.
Right.
Like there's ways in which we're together, but it's like the way that everyone wants to know, like, are you guys still like an item? Are you guys still a couple? Like, no. We really haven't been at all this last 3 years.
No, we haven't.
Like, there's moments when we kind of tried, but just because you go to a Taylor Swift con.
Right, time to break down the kid situation. Who gets who, what days, who's paying for college, who's, like, I don't know. Is there a reason to be curious about anything else?
Concert together doesn't mean that you're, you know, that
Doesn't
all
mean
is
you're
forgiven. And you're
No, like, people ask me, like, do you forgive Ned for what he did? And I mean, the answer is no, absolutely not. How can you forgive somebody for lying to you, for cheating on you? No, fuck no. Like, I don't even. Sorry, I saw red for a minute. It's like, no, the answer is no. But also, I feel like
I saw red for a minute. God damn. Do you forgive him? No. So much so I almost jumped up and fucking slapped him just for existing just now.
Forgiveness isn't the goal at this point. You know,
Forgiveness isn't the goal. They really had to do this like in the same room and all like this? Like,
we've been together for a
damn.
long time. And you are the father of my 2 beautiful children. And we know each other really well. And I you know, we've worked through a lot of...
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. Surprised you wanted this feature request. You know that we got some shit to address.
Stuff. And the fact that I can be around you and still like have a good time and like enjoy spending time with you and enjoy spending time with my kids, like I think that's a win.
Yeah. It's taken a lot of hard work to do that.
Yeah.
And it's kind of, as we've adjusted, we've recalibrated our relationship more towards a platonic friendship, and then, you know, it's just been challenging. But like, I think we're getting to a point of
Platonic friendship. Dog, I don't think she likes you like that. I don't think... Friendship seems like a strong word for this. I don't forgive you, and I see red when I think about it. It's not your friend.
sort of celebrating that and really like embracing it and accepting it for what it is, as we are like grieving the past. And you know, it's hard to hear you saying like, fuck no, I don't forgive you. Like, of course I get it. I mean, you're still, as much progress as we've had, you're still very angry.
Yeah, of course I'm angry. You know, we're talking about like not having sat in this position for 3 years, you know, and like, yeah, of course I'm still angry. We lost a lot. There was a lot that happened 3 years ago. It was, I mean, I found out about your affair from the fans. I mean, and I was so blindsided that somebody sent me a picture, and I couldn't. It was like my brain couldn't compute, and I it's like for some reason I didn't see what was actually there in the picture. I thought it was your sister. And I remember sending it to you and being like, what's your sister doing in New York? It was, I think back on that and I think like, what was I, like, how did I not see what was going on?
She say she saw a picture of him. Okay, she's saying that she thought that the woman with him was his sister. Not that she saw him and thought he was his sister. Because then I'm like, what the fuck was he wearing?
Like, what was so fucked up in my brain that I couldn't actually see what was happening in this picture? Like, the picture was right there in front of me, you know? Mm-hmm. And then the pieces just started falling and falling and falling, and like, and then more pictures started coming in, and more pictures and more pictures and more pictures, and it is so wild how we
This is a fucking trip. This is like the way she's describing this. I can see the moment in a movie where this happens. You know, like where the woman starts finding all the stuff and like it sinks in and then she has to like, you know, freak out. Never in a million years does that character then come and do a podcast with the guy later and tell him about the experience. This is the most modern thing in the world.
We live in this world where everything is so public. Like, you don't realize it, but everybody's taking pictures of you everywhere you go. And it's kind of scary, actually. And it makes you realize that whenever you leave your house, you're like, you're not safe, you know? And it kind of like, and then after everything happened,
Nothing is safe. Nothing is sacred. Make sure you listen to this clipping song, Nothing is Safe, at least once a month to keep yourself reminded that nothing is safe.
I sort of went into this, like, this weird state where, like, nothing was safe. And nothing and nobody, like, I couldn't trust anybody. I couldn't trust the public. I couldn't trust you. I couldn't trust my friends. I just stayed inside, like, because there were cameras everywhere. You know, it was like, it was so unsafe. Everything was unsafe.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, it took a long time to like get back to myself.
How did having it become such a public scandal kind of change everything for you? Did it make it worse? Did it make it easier? Did it just sort of make it surreal?
It was so many different things. And it was all tied in together too. You know, I think that, and it all, it's like the trauma of discovering that that like everything that you know isn't real. And then add to it this other part where you're sort of being watched by cameras, which isn't something that's like a part of our lives. Like, yes, we are somewhat public figures, but like we've never had cameras waiting outside of our house. Like that's not something that we're used to. Like we're not like celebrities. That's not that's not a part of our lives. And this was a period in our lives where we had like there was like a car following us, and it was really strange because we had just found out that we were dealing with this with this cheating situation, with this betrayal.
How fucking popular are these two? Like, this channel only has 70,000 subs, and they got motherfuckers stalking them when they break up. Oh, this is the only video on this channel. What the fuck? So this is like a new show he launched with the story of his own failure as a husband, or was that the idea here? Like, who the fuck is this guy? Why are people stalking him? And his ex-wife, I assume, are they still together? I guess they haven't gotten to that yet, have they? Surely they are.
We decided to find a new couples therapist, right? And so we were driving to our new couples therapist, and so we were in the car together because we decided to drive together. And you decided you needed a snack, and so you had a Tupperware with you, and I had my jug of water. And we got in the car together because we were like, well, why don't we drive together? We're going to the same place. And so we get in the car, and we were driving there, and so you're like eating your apple as you're driving.
I know I've heard of the Try Guys. I assume they try things. These two get put like one level of hell above family vloggers. I mean, this is like, it's very surreal. I haven't decided yet how much of a bad idea this seems like for either one of them. Like, so far it still feels in the realm of understandable why you would want to do this. Kind of. But like, well, okay, not on the end of like making a whole new channel and a new show that starts this way. That's insane. That part is insane. I'm gonna have to read the comments as I listen to this.
And I turned to you and I was like, Ned, I think there's a car following us. Like, I'm pretty sure this car has followed us from our house. And you're like, oh, that's weird. Like, I wonder what that could be, And then when we park outside of the couples therapist's office,
the comments?
And we see that this car has a camera, it was like, I think that person just took a picture of us. And so we went inside and we talked about it a little bit, and then we had our therapy session, and then we came out, and then there were multiple.
Wait, hold on. Why can't I find the comments here? Are they below okay, they're just below 1 billion other videos. God damn. I was like, what the
people
fuck?
Outside, and it was probably one of the strangest situations that I personally have ever been in. I did not know what to do with my face. And so my reaction when I don't know what to do with my face is I smile.
Yeah.
That is my go-to reaction when I don't know what to do with my face. I just smile like an idiot.
That was my reaction too.
I smile like like a cat. I just smile. And so
like, this is the video that
everyone saw. And
like leaving couples therapy.
We're leaving couples therapy, looking at each other like we don't have a care in the world. And it's because we are absolutely.
I can't believe he's really interviewing her about
beyond
him traumatizing
like
her. Yeah.
Like, this is so bizarre. What is happening right now? This has never happened in our lives ever. We don't know what's going on. Like, let's just get to our car.
This, like, count is at 49,000.
Just smile. Just smile. Like,
as of 4 hours.
Like, they're not going to hurt us. Who are these people? Everything's fine. Oh my goodness. Yeah. That was the strangest situation. It was so bizarre.
I remember our neighbors during that time were doing some roof repair work. And so there was this unmarked white van outside of our house, and it was parked there for like weeks. And we had it in our heads that it was a paparazzi van. And
it absolutely was not. But it was like the strangest thing. I thought.
Just, for weeks, anytime you walk out the door, being like, there's the van.
Yeah. That was really strange.
I can see how that caused you to really feel unsafe and mistrusting of the whole world. Just want to acknowledge that and note that it's like because of things I did that caused you to experience that.
Yeah.
What was that moment like when everything changed for you?
Awful, obviously. It was kind of surreal.
The fucking sociopathy from this guy is on another level. What was that like when I changed everything for you?
You know, I thought to myself, like, what would somebody who's been cheated on, like, what would somebody in a movie do?
Really?
I wasn't thinking, like, of a specific movie or something like that. I was thinking, like, what do people do in this situation? You know, like, I wasn't thinking of
See,
I wasn't thinking for myself. I was thinking,
so
like,
weird and uncomfortable. It would be epic if she strangled him at some point. I mean, literally at the start when she was like, they asked her, or he asked her, I don't remember if it was him or off screen. Was there like a producer off screen in this? Like, is there a third person in the room? I really hope that they're not literally alone in this room having this conversation, because that's fucking unimaginably fucking awkward. Like, she's talking about not feeling safe in her home with this person, and now, like, I don't know what drove her to do, like, I don't know how he convinced her. I have to assume that she was like, people won't stop asking me about this. This has become something that won't stop coming up in my life, so I need to address it. And he convinced her that was a good idea. Because he wants to do it as an interview show to launch his new show. He thinks this is like this will really get a lot of attention, you know, interviewing my own ex-wife about why I traumatized her. That's good television. Which he's not wrong about that part. It's just I don't know if it's going to get the effect he's hoping for, of like, people will watch my show now. Maybe they'll watch this one. But I hope that because of the fact that there's so much outpour of support for her, that this was a good idea in that sense of like, okay, well, at least you've created a narrative that everybody knows what's happening. They're going to look at you like, oh, I'm so sorry that happened. This definitely isn't going to make this go away. It's going to make her be apologized to by random people for the next several years, as people, you know, tell her, like, I'm so sorry that I didn't realize that you're like, I didn't realize what a monster that guy was, and I was supporting your channel or whatever. Like, it's gonna be a lot of that.
Like, what do I do next? I remember we were in New York, and you were just picking me up from the airport, and I was so, like, naively, so you were driving a rental, and I just naively looked over to you in the driver's seat, and I was like, why was Grace in?
Took a look at the screen, said, "Is that Ned? Fuck that guy," and walked away. I mean, yeah, this guy is clearly a stone cold fucking emotionless void. I think the cheating is one thing. This is more than that. Like, cheating is normal enough that I understand how it happens. Getting to this level with it is like another thing. This is like a second step past that, you know?
In New York. Like, I didn't realize Grace was in New York. Why was she, you know, referring to that picture that I had sent to you? And you looked over at me with this look on your face, and it was like the veil just fell. Like this, you know, like, I knew in my brain that something was going on, but I just sort of refused to believe it. And then when I saw that, like, just wildly guilty look on your face, like you wanted to tell me something.
Like, every time it cuts back to him, the look on his face says, this is really good television. Like, he reminds me of the Nightcrawler guy. That's who he reminds me of. Fucking, what's his name in Nightcrawler? The main guy. Jake Gyllenhaal. Where it's like, you know, even if something bad was happening to him, he would be thinking, you know, this will get numbers. But I don't know how he's going to repeat this gimmick. Like, how can you get this? Like, what other story does he have that's more interesting than his wife's story about him abusing her? Like, this is a total one-shot, like, idea in my mind.
And I didn't even let you say anything. I was like, turn this car around.
Career suicide on his end. For for her, again, I don't think it's going to get rid of the problem of people keep asking her. At the very least, though, people will come up to her already feeling sorry for her as opposed to figuring out whether they need to or not at the start of the conversation.
You don't remember that?
No, I don't remember it happening like that, but it doesn't matter.
How do you remember it happening?
Well, I guess people already knew that he had cheated on her, right? So, like, surely... I don't know. What will this change from her end? I don't know. Like...
Oh, I mean, you asked me a couple of different follow-up questions.
I hope he just paid her.
Just
Like, I hope he literally just offered money.
To them. And then, once I, answered it in such a way that you knew exactly who it was and what had happened, then you were like, take me back to the airport. Yeah. That part was very cinematic.
Malik said he's got to find another wife to cheat on and speed run it.
Trying to be
My
like in a movie.
God.
Turn this fucking car around.
Take a break and watch the Brandon Rogers video. We can do that. Full disclosure, I did already watch this video this morning, and it is, in fact, a masterpiece. So I'm happy to watch it again. Make sure it's not in speed up mode. It is not. Yeah, no, I woke up and the first thing I did this morning, I literally got up out of bed and then saw this video and I went, oh, new Brandon Rogers, and I threw it on.
What is it, sweetie?
Also, I knew about this video was coming because he's been hyping it up constantly. He's been talking about it on Instagram and YouTube. Stop. All right, I can stop. You don't want me to watch it because I've already seen it? We can hold off. We can do something else if you'd like. I didn't know I had watched it. Yeah. Yeah, see, I even got the like on there already. Did I watch it? There's no way I watched it 16 hours ago. I guess it came out at 1 a.m. 2 a.m. Math. You'll send me something else. All right. You also sent me this. Wait, is this Gigak's full anime? This already came out? God damn. Fucking Japanese animators be busting their asses. You want to do this one now? Or go back to this incredibly uncanny and bizarre interview? Alright, we'll do Bond. Alright, Gigak. By the way, Gigak and the Anime Man had a whole conversation about the just shit-talking anime YouTubers "Oh God, What Have I Done" video from way back, in which Gigak expresses how his Konosuba video that I was shit-talking in that video is, in his own opinion, his worst video. And the Anime Man was talking about how he was sad because I didn't actually talk about him very much in it. And I was just like, I don't watch that shit. They were both waxing nostalgic about it and the old days of the scene. I thought about doing a whole response. It bothers me a little bit that they refer to it being Digibro, and then they refer to me as they the whole time. Like, they clearly know that I'm trans, but they don't want to be wrong, so they don't refer to me by my current name or use the correct pronouns the whole time. They just keep saying they about Digibro, which is annoying, but not unusual. I'm not like stressed. I'm not like mad at that. But it was interesting because they were also talking about that like the scene is dead, that like this was like peak AniTube and kind of like the golden age of AniTube being a thing. And I feel like they're the ones who let that slide. Like, they're the ones who, got the brand deals and just like went off and kind of became their own thing, kind of fucked off to Japan. It's like, okay, well, you took all the momentum out of the scene, so what was left? Like, if the biggest people in it stop communicating with all of the people who are smaller and who don't have the same brand deals, then yeah, of course the scene's gonna die. Degender offender. Yeah. Yeah, I think they don't want to talk about me. Like, they want to talk about that moment in anime blogging history, but they don't want to talk about me. It's a weird space. And it feels very like it felt very walking on eggshells of they were afraid if they said the wrong thing it would cause me to cause drama. But I'm like, well, then you shouldn't mention me at all because you're automatically going to cause drama. But, like, you know, I wasn't, like, offended or anything. They were mostly like, yeah, that was a great video and a great time and it was really funny. And I think they were, you know, taking the piss. But it's just interesting when they talk about all that stuff. It reminds me of, I read this article earlier today. Somebody posted in Discord. Oh man, I already slipped out the name of the fucking band from my brain 'cause it's not a band I really listened to. But it was like a very influential 80s punk band, and the singer was talking about how like they always get mentioned as an influence by bands like Metallica and Green Day and like these, you know, huge bands, but they never get offered like a show. He's like, hire us to open for you then if you're such big fans of us, you know, like we're not getting any gigs, but we get all this lip service. And like that was kind of how I felt watching that. Like, okay, cool, you thought that Digibro video was funny 10 years ago and you think that was a high point for anime blogging. Fucking give me a gig then, you know? Like, you want me to scream at some more anime bloggers and make some more anime blogging happen? Throw a bag over here, you know? Like, we can make it happen, you know? AnyTube is not dead, it's just that Hazel and others are otaku, but they're queer is the thing. Well, there's that, and, like, Hazel only uploads, like, seasonally, you know, where when people are talking about AnyTube, they're thinking of the period where I was uploading every week, Mother's Basement was uploading every week, you know, and Super Eye Patch Wolf and Giga were, and like, I don't know, a lot of these guys are still making stuff. So yeah, it is weird to me when people say AnyTube is dead or dying, because I think it's actually, like, there's more channels with more viewers than there were back then. So if anything, there is more attention being paid to anime YouTube. There is just less of an attempt to group it all together as one thing, and that's good, because doing that was dumb. And it's like none of us really liked each other or had anything to do with each other. So, like, the grouping was, we thought we had to because this is all there was, you know. You really don't need that anymore. Like, we don't need to cling to each other in that way. But if they wanted it to be communal, they could make it that way. Like, if they wanted it to be a community, they could build a community. That is not what they want to do, you know? Those guys seem like they just want to live very, very regular lives and happen to make their money by talking about Japanese culture to white people on a podcast, you know? I shouldn't say to white people, but to English speakers. Sell Japanese culture to English-speaking people and live a normal life about it. Trixie, I'll get you a gig when I'm in a gig-giving position. Oh, I know. And I will also give you a gig when I'm in a gig-giving position. We'll all get gigged up. We're gonna get giga-donked. I think Mother's Basement might be worse than Saberspark? Damn, that's a tough competition. Any request for the newest Digital Circus episode? I'd be down to request it, just turning into work break, but I will watch the VOD later. I mean, Lapucia could do that, although it looks like she sent a different video, so we'll probably do that. But I don't think anyone's requested it. If you're down to request it, Fos, then yeah, go for it. No, Lapucia just did pay for that? Okay, well then, yeah, it's already been requested. Okay, let's watch this Giga anime first. That's a Chinese myth dragon.
You wanna come along?
This shit is not in English. Okay.
At Euthania, you'll discover monumental history and miracles that only...
Okay, now they are speaking English, but the subtitles don't match what's being said in English, so that's interesting.
They occur once every 200 years.
I don't get it. What's he thinking?
We are now arriving at floor 1.
It does seem to mostly be
floor 1. Please be sure to take all your belongings with you when departing. The Cosmo liner is running on schedule. Floor 1 activation is scheduled to take
so
place
far, this
at
is very slow and boring and generic.
Seriously? I really wish you would quit going through my PC.
That guy should have been voiced by Gigic.
I'm headed out now. See you, Dad.
Hey, Dad.
What? It's a threat level 2 zone.
This is
What is
floor
this fucking
2.
building?
Floor 2. Please be sure to take all your belongings with you
Is
when
it
you
like
depart.
is it a gun? It's got like a big light in
I know
the
you're
middle.
worried, but I'll be fine. Have a little faith.
You gotta get some new fucking arms for your glasses, buddy.
You have to stay here, okay? Promise I'll be back.
She looks kind of like Card Captor Sakura when she's grown up. In Reservoir Chronicle. God damn, this is like maybe more boring than a Giga video would be, which is shocking. We're like 3 minutes in and nothing the fuck has happened.
Thank God you finally answered. Have you read any
I'm
of my
going now.
texts?
I'm going now.
You need to come home.
I know you mean well, but you have to let me do this on my own.
This is so exciting!
I'm ready now.
Understood, sir.
Everyone in chat saying this is ass compared to Knights of Guinevere. That's because Knights of Guinevere is like a passion project by independent animators, and this is like a brand deal between a YouTuber and some studio. I don't know what studio made this. This could be independently animated and just not very good for all I know, but... The best thing I can say about this is that it looks like anime. Like, I just keep thinking it certainly is anime. Like, you cannot deny that this is anime. That is the number one fact about it. Get to the part where you explain what all the fuck was that.
Today marks the beginning of my new life.
Bon! More like bon me. I could go for a bon me right about now. Is this the first time an AniTuber has made an anime? I think Misty Cronexia made an anime way back in the day. Nobody talks about Misty Cronexia anymore, even though for a very long time he was the biggest anime YouTuber. But... Gonna get back to the old grind. Sent a $20 on Itch.io. Thank you. No requests since Digital Circus is paid for. Can go to anyone who wants to request something cool. I trust y'all taste. Hell the fuck yeah. That was kind of cute. I like that she has a banana loft bed.
It's here!
And that
This way
her,
now.
like, goofy-ass translucent wings are just, I guess, permanently out. I want to see them, like, pass through shit.
Please, come on, please! Okay. Let's see here. 13 rejections in a row. This sucks. Email.
I'll reject you.
Rejection. Number 14. I'm begging, not another rejection. Here goes. Dear applicant, okay? We'd like to inform you you've been accepted.
Oh my god. Wow.
I got accepted!
God damn, this is boring. We don't even know what she got accepted
that's not bad.
into. Who cares that she got accepted?
Just a moment. It's almost done.
I always wanted to make meals with you. I should have said so.
Thank you for calling customer support. My name is Rin. What can I help you with today?
Hey, yeah, I'm calling about the thing you sold me. Uncle Chuck broke as soon as I opened the package. I needed it for tomorrow. Send me a new one right now.
Could you please specify
Quit playing dumb. I want to talk to your manager now.
Did she cause that?
I'm so sorry.
Huh. All
Like,
right. That
She got
looks like it.
emotional and she blew everyone's electronics.
Oh.
She should obviously quit that job. I mean, it's one of the hardest jobs there is.
All right. I needed that. It was only day one.
As far as
I'll do
low-level
better
employment
tomorrow.
goes, incredibly high turnover. Oh my god, there's another one.
It seems she's all right for now.
Is it her mom?
So, Daichi, you doing any job hunting?
Not yet.
Your folks run a clinic, right? Think you'll just end up working there?
Oh no. Not if I can help it.
No magic. Okay, so they know she did that and they let her keep her job. It's time to open up that second beer. Damn, this music is not even good. This shit is flat fucking mid music. She's a Jedi now. Or that's a different girl. So yeah, I think they swapped realities. Did he have kids, or is he just hanging out with the village kids? I can't tell how much time has passed.
I can't go. I won't go back.
Is she texting the people from the other world? That woman's pregnant now. Was she pregnant last time they showed her? This is really fucking... The soundtrack for this was really Kevin Penkin. This is the worst work he's... This sounds like he threw his fucking Z-sides in. I have heard Kevin Penkin make the shit out of some anime music. This is not it. This is not it.
Have you ever been to a festival this big, Rune? If they have the same yakisoba style as last year, we have to
So far, my favorite thing about this has been the costume designs, just the outfits. Like, the characters as a whole look generic, like their faces and bodies and everything, but like the clothes are cool. And that's the only thing that I can give, like, oh yeah, the clothes look pretty good. Like, the writing is non-existent practically. It's very dissociated and disconnected imagery that vaguely hints at a story. It feels extremely like the montage scenes from Your Name, but without all of the like surrounding movie, you know. And also Pokemon. Speaking of Your Name.
That sound. Is there a festival happening?
I really hope that like the dance and the dragon and all that is like some kind of, I don't know. It'd be neat if this was something like significant to Gigak on a personal, like cultural level that he wanted to put into an anime, but that is not how it's reading at the moment. It's like Your Name was like a real shrine dance, you know?
Here they come! 2 formation!
Yes, sir!
Ninada, protect the egg, okay?
I will.
Where's that signal?
This is giving Garzy's wing all of a sudden.
There! Leave the rest to us! Don't let a single one through!
Yes, sir!
Ursha, what are they doing here? Rin!
Get away! Quickly!
What? Something's not right.
That looks cool.
On that
That looked awesome, actually. That shot was better than the whole rest of the thing.
On that day. On that day, I found the place where I truly belong. And I would never look back.
On that day, I became a burden on Daiichi's shoulders. That's why I can't go back.
Bin, come on, let's get going.
Right.
Hey, finally we get to see the fucking wings clip through something. You know what? It's a 10 out of 10. I got the payoff of what I was waiting for. So.
All toasty warm. Even though I'm covered in snow. I guess this is what alcohol does, huh?
Come on, Nin, pretty please. Show us some of your magic.
No way, I
like
can't.
that purple girl.
What if people see?
Oh, but no one's gonna notice,
me
and
more
it's not like
purple
we're at the
girl.
office. Besides, isn't your magic a part of you?
You think so? Then off to the skies I go! Auntie, on?
Why don't you
I
come
want a
over?
giant
I'm making
oversized
curry tonight.
bag I can fly around with.
Let's close up shop early today.
Sounds good.
Mochi, it's playtime!
Huge.
Luna,
What does she
let's go
have in
upstairs.
there?
No, I want to stay and play with Mochi.
You can play later.
I'm not tired at all.
Then how about we play for a while?
Really?
There you are.
Thank you. It's lovely how much fun your family has together.
Another one will be joining us soon.
Oh yes, congratulations.
Popping them babies out.
Daiichi inspired
Reminds
me
me
to
of
come here,
Monika's
if you
house.
can believe it. I wasn't originally planning to stay all that long, but now here I am with a family.
I'm so happy for you. You're inspiring me to do the same thing.
It's okay to be honest. Euthanians can't hide our emotions. Our wings give us away. That reminds me. Here, Dai entrusted it to me.
That sucks.
I think you should listen to him.
Can't play poker.
If you're watching this right now, An thought it was the right time to show you. I'm not sure how long it would have been since you moved out. Could be a week, or maybe even a year. Are you eating well? You know, I've been cooking my curry a lot, but I keep making way too much for myself because it was always your favorite. And I have no doubt you're working hard, but remember, you don't need to push yourself too hard. You can come home whenever you feel like it, all right?
Why does he have the goofy ass glasses though? Why did they go out of their way to make the glasses look so dumb?
I'm ready to go now.
Understood, miss.
So is this tower just something anyone can use anytime, or like, is it like a fucking like SSN in Pokemon? Is like a 13 yen or whatever you can fucking. Yeah, go for it. You got it. Go into that glorious pink bay. It's so pink. It's the pinkest place. Soundtracks of other shows. I don't know if that was like
Hey, Bob!
I'm back.
Welcome home, Ren.
I hate his glasses.
Ooh, tonight's special's a Euthanian favorite. Dai's famous curry.
It looks amazing.
What do you think?
It's the best.
Okay, so it was an Isekai Freaky Friday. Did we get a resolution to the guy's plot? He just like enjoyed his time in the other world and that was that, and then she went back there also? Right? He didn't come home, right? What the fuck? When was even the last time we saw that dude in this? This guy, wasn't he like a fairly major character up until a point? Did I miss something? Did they fuse here? Did he get fused into her?
On that. That's why. You're on.
What did I miss here? What? How did he dissolve out of the plot at this part? He adopted the puppy girl and got hold.
What did people see?
Yeah, he just was there. That's that, right? Like he never came back. They didn't at least give him like a shot to be like, by the way, here's where he's at. You know, like maybe one image, or is the implication that that's no? That doesn't make sense. What the fuck? What was the point of him? What was his story? Why was he there? She had a whole fucking dramatic narrative. He got nothing. He just went isekai and that was that. I don't think that he's her dad. That wouldn't make sense because then he had to go back in time also. But maybe that's the twist, just like in Your Name, that there was also time travel. No, it couldn't be. He hangs out in the other world, learns how to make food and such.
Even though I'm covered in snow.
Look back.
On that day, I became a burden on Daiichi's shoulders.
Okay, I think it is him. Right? Like, he raised her?
Another one will be joining. Give us away.
I think the implication is supposed to be that that is the same guy. That is Glass's man. This man went back and this man went, no, he went to the other, they both, maybe they were not doing it at the same time.
It's
just the way it was presented was
discover
confusing.
monumental history.
So he went from our world to the isekai world. He set up there, he enjoyed himself. He ends up helping out this young girl. She goes to his world to get a taste of what things are like there, but it sucks, so she goes back home to the isekai world where... Is the point of this to tell you to just stay in the escapist fantasy? Like, don't even try to go... Don't try to go do real things. It's not... You've got magic. Why would you do that? You don't need to go to the real world. You got magic. Hang out in the fantasy world. What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, I'm giving that a 5 out of 10, which is not that bad for a YouTuber's first anime. It had some heart, I think, in there somewhere. It had a little bit of an idea. It sure did look like anime. I feel like if I wanted to be really mean, I would give it a 4, but I don't want to be really mean. So I'll give it a 5 out of 10. It was definitely super fucking boring. And kind of confusing for being as simple as it was also. Should we jump right to Digital Circus, or do we want to lose ourselves more in this incredibly bizarre conversation where a man interrogates his ex-wife about how she felt about being betrayed and cheated on? Either one. All right, let's do this for a little bit.
I mean,
just to palate cleanse.
I think there was a lot of sort of delusions and rationalizations that you, as the person doing that, sort of are telling yourself as to why it's not so bad, or why it's going to be okay, or why actually this talked about it this way. And then it's like, I remember that.
You as a person are telling yourself? I think you meant I as a person was telling myself. It's that classic dissociation way of speaking when, like, you can't take accountability for what you did.
That moment, it all just kind of like fell down, where I totally could see how devastated and just completely traumatized you were. And then
Mayday from Space. Why was the dragon egg scene there? I have no fucking idea.
It was just like, oh, everything changed for me as well. I'm like, oh no, this is like I've been hurting this person that I love this whole time.
You didn't realize until then?
Well, you know, but then there's other things you tell yourself to kind of sort of...
He keeps saying you.
Compartmentalize, or I guess.
Like, no, you did that.
Interesting.
It's sort of a...
She's really like, I really want to be away from you. I would like to be crying again about how stupid I feel for
really
being
guilty and
with
ashamed,
you
and
right now.
Telling yourself the ways in which it's, you know, kind of just lying to yourself, and then, yeah.
No, I don't know. She should start
And
interviewing
I did want to tell
him.
you, and there was probably a small part of me that was sort of...
I mean, it's so uncomfortable because you can tell she just does not want to hear any more of what he has to say ever. It's like there's a lot of questions she could be asking him to really like spin this up into like, and she's just like so done with him.
relieved to not be keeping a secret, I guess. Is that hard for you to hear?
No, that part's not hard for me to hear. I think it's, I've done a lot. I've spoken a lot with other betrayed partners over the last 3 years, and it's something that I've heard a lot. This idea of like when there's this sense of relief when the partner who's doing the betraying is able to finally tell the betrayed partner that about all the things that they have been doing, and kind of put their shame onto the other partner. They, in that like sort of release of their like of all of that like
shame and guilt
and guilt that they've been holding. It's almost like they feel so much relief, but the partner then has to accept it, and that's exactly what happened. When you told me, suddenly then I had to take all of that guilt and shame of your affair, and it was so much to carry, so much, like, and I know that like, and suddenly something that like you had, and it, like the wild thing is that this was something that you had done. Like I had no part in this. This was not like, you could even say that you had done this to me. Like I was the victim of this situation, and yet when you told me, I had to like accept your guilt and your shame, and in our like society where couples are, especially married couples, like when men have affairs, women are often looked at as like, well, what did you do wrong? And it is so hard to get out from under that, of like, well, what did you do to make him look elsewhere? Were you not a good enough wife? Were you not, did you not make him happy enough? What
are you kidding me? Look at that guy. That guy wanted to see what he could get away with.
So,
like, I don't know why people think that everyone is capable of being satisfied by one person. Like that there automatically must be someone who's capable to do that, or that anybody could rise to the occasion of totally satisfying another person. Like, not everybody needs like the sexual satisfaction on a level where they're gonna go looking for it outside like that. But like, this dude was not cheating on her because of anything to do with her. He was cheating on her to see if he could do it. Like, this guy is like I said, he's like the fucking Nightcrawler dude. He just wants to see. The whole concept of this show is like a self-evident, weird, perverse fantasy of being like, oh, well, if I'm going to have my life be in, if I'm going to experience negativity in my life, I have to turn it into a dramatic set piece that tells people about their own lives. I have to make it something that's a reflection of the time. Like, it's the level of narcissism that this guy must be at is like tremendous.
So much shame there. And I'm so tired of holding that. I'm so tired of holding it. How does it make you feel to hear that?
Just the way he just nods, like, yeah, more of that, please. Yeah, you're doing great, honey. This is exactly what I wanted. Like, ugh.
I mean, did it ever occur to you that like,
he's like, he looks like he's got like the goon sweats, man. This guy is.
That like, not only did you having an affair, just it shattered our marriage, but it also, like, all of that guilt and shame, you like hoisted that on me. Like, you gave that to me. Now
she's saying these things, and he's just like she's saying it, and she's looking at him with that expectant look of like you should be feeling guilt from me saying this, but she can't find it. Like, she can't find the guilt in his face or his expression, so she just keeps like intensifying, like, you understand what I'm saying, right? Like, you understand that I'm telling the world you're a terrible person, and he's just like, yeah, more of that, you know.
Around for the rest of my life.
I don't think it's fair that as a society you're put in that position. It's certainly not true. And no, it's not something that I imagined as I was doing that. I think none of it was. If you really like let it sink in just how much you're hurting your partner and how devastating it is, like,
again with the everything he did, he talks about with the word you.
How could you do that? It's still very difficult now, even 3 years later, to see you in pain as you're talking about that. And I guess there's nothing I can do to change the past or to help.
It's kind of weird to think about it now, because I feel like I'm in a really good place now, and going back to like before I discovered the affair, it feels like going back to this weird fantasy world where...
All right, I really got to go to the bathroom, and I don't want to just leave this playing because it is sincerely interesting. This is another one of those ones that's like not fun to watch, but it is like oddly fascinating. Oh, I forgot I told Riley I was going to play fucking because he popped out and didn't show back up, but this is the wrong channel. The Vito diss song. Vito Let Me Down. There we go. Young Clip and Rip a 3, aka Vito Let Me Down. I have to go to the bathroom. I'm gonna set this to loop while I'm gone. It'll probably only play once, but you know, just to be safe. This song is about a guy named Vito. You'll learn everything you need to know about him from this song if you don't know who he is already. Vito is a cat raper, yet another shit take from a fat faker. Couldn't lift his own weight, he's a backbreaker. Should admit he's fucking gay, he's a shaft taker. Hey, yo, Vito is a cat rapist, playing with his pussy's pussy, making stupid faces. Pocket pussy in his pocket and he's weirdly shaped. Wants to kill himself when he sees himself naked. Probably gonna kill himself cause he's bitch made. Based a character named Beck on his friend's face and paid the La Blue Girl guy to draw her getting raped. What the fuck? Comics fucking late, already collected pay, way beyond the due date. It's been 800 days. Any complaints about Eric July also apply to Vito Jizwald with an eye. At this stage, more blubber than Guy. I'm afraid he'll lose his breath trying to get on stage. Watch him get distracted by this beat for days. Days turn to weeks as I nest in the brain, rent free till his next cat leaves. Vito let me down. He's not in the ground yet, but he still let me down, yes. Vito let me down. I did everything I could to put you on. Introduce you to a dick named Master Son. Vito's still alive, but I don't think for long. Vito's still alive, but I don't think for long. I don't think Vito will live long enough for SK to deliver. He obviously has a fatty liver. Obviously has a fatty liver. Vito's not a pedophile, but his comics are taking a while. But his comics are taking a while. But his comics are taking a while. Yeah. Vito is a cat raper. Yet another shit take from a fat faker. Couldn't lift his own weight, he's a backbreaker. Should admit he's fucking gay, he's a shaft taker. Hey, yo, Vito is a cat rapist. Playing with his pussy's pussy, making stupid faces. Pocket pussy in his pocket and he's weirdly shaped. Wants to kill himself when he sees himself naked. Probably gonna kill himself cause he's bitch made. Based a character named Beck on his friend's face and paid the La Blue Girl guy to draw her getting raped. What the fuck? Comics fucking late, already collected pay, way beyond the due date. It's been 800 days. Any complaints about Eric July also apply to Vito Jizz with an eye. At this stage, more blubber than Guy. I'm afraid he'll lose his breath trying to get on stage. Watch him get distracted by this beat for days. Days turn to weeks as I nest in the brain, rent free till his next cat leaves.
Vito let me down. He's not in the ground yet, but he still let me down. Yes, Vito let me down. I did everything I could to put you on. Introduce you to a dick named Master Son. Vito's still alive, but I don't think for long. Vito's still alive, but I don't think for long. I don't think Vito will live long enough for SK to deliver. He obviously has a fatty liver. Obviously has a fatty liver. Vito's not a pedophile, but his comics are taking a while. But his comics are taking a while. But his comics are taking a while.
Alright, I'm back. You don't have to listen to us sing about how Vito's not a pedophile anymore. Just a cat raper. Did his comic come out? Not yet. It has leaked. I believe it's done, and it has leaked. I don't think it's out yet. All right, let's continue this.
Where, like, I don't know, I thought we had this love that, like, transcended, I don't know. But it was a fantasy. It was like, you know, I trusted you so completely. And I mean, we grew up together. We got married when we were like in our early 20s.
Yeah.
We were babies. We had nothing. I mean,
how fucking long were they together?
We moved out to LA with just our car full of stuff. I mean, I'm like tearing up just thinking about it. We were just kids. And it's like, it really was a fantasy. And I just think, how could you do that to me? Like, who are you?
And he just stares at her. How could you do that to me? Who are you? Stares blankly. She's got this face that's kind of like, oh yeah, I do know who you are. You're a piece of shit. How could I forget? I should have known all along. Never mind. I knew all along.
So
I just
sorry.
wasn't paying attention and was
It's
disregarding
so
what
there
I
was
knew.
there was so much.
Actually, the more I think about it, the more I realize, God,
I had so much life left.
Damn.
We still have so much life left. I don't know what I'm praying.
I think it's like the loss of that dream that we both had. It felt like that in that time period for me too.
What happened?
Well, the dream started to break apart for me, and then rather than being able to talk about it or to confront those feelings, I wanted to. I guess I was too afraid to say how I was actually feeling, and
You were not too afraid to say what you were actually feeling. You were too excited to fuck around and find out.
it seemed, I don't know. I chose to deal with it and deal with like feelings I was experiencing in a way that was really self-destructive and hurtful to you. And wasn't like anything you did or like we had a bad marriage. It was about me and choices that I made and just actions that I took that I'll always regret. I'll always regret how much pain I caused you and other people.
Because of the consequences.
You know. And I'm deeply, deeply sorry. And I'll spend my whole rest of my life trying to make amends to you. And
no, you won't.
To, you know, show up differently, to lead a life of integrity, and to be a father that our children can learn from. Because you did nothing to deserve this, and I completely, suddenly, violently shattered our marriage, our relationship, and like everything you knew, and that was all my fault. It was all choices that I made.
So where do we go from here?
I mean, that's kind of how we've been, what we've been working on, I guess, over the last 3 years. We can make new promises to each other as friends, as co-parents. What was the thing that kind of started changing things for you?
Maybe just time. Time and, I don't know, courage. And, I mentioned making those authentic relationships, like finding those real friends.
Oh.
And they're like, I don't care that your life is messy. I really like you for who you are. I see your joy. I like every part of you.
Yeah.
And I want to be a part of your life. Like, don't push me away, you know?
It was a real moment of kind of discovering who your real, true, authentic friends are, and
yeah,
kind of then cherishing that, and those people that you can kind of be completely yourself with.
Yeah, absolutely.
And not just seeing a one-dimensional version of you.
Yeah, totally.
When did things start to feel a little more safe for you?
I think as I just got more comfortable talking to people about like what happened, and they just seemed to not care.
Yeah.
Like it just wasn't a big deal.
It is kind of funny. It's like the whole, internet and people making TikToks seem to care so much, and then you meet anyone in real life, and it's like everyone has some way to relate to some sort of a cheating story.
Just like all the parents at Wes's school, or they're like, either they don't know or they don't give a flying fuck. They're like, yeah, who cares? They're like, it's one of many scandals. Like, also it was 3 years ago. Like, get over yourself.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of how we feel. They're like, they're sort of like,
right, because when you're in the school
cares?
environment, like there's a bunch of different types of families and parents, and some people are together, some people aren't, and I'm sure every marriage or relationship has a story as to how it breaks down.
Like,
you want to jump over to Digital Circus? Yeah, we can do that. I was starting to zone. I was entertained reading the comments there, but this is starting to become like, all right, I feel like I've gotten the point. Not that I'm not curious to see where the fuck it goes, but all right, let's do this. Do I have this all correct? Yes.
Today's adventure is brought to you by the Favorite Character Awards. Stay tuned and find out who will claim the ultimate prize.
Thank you, Gary.
Can you toss that back up here?
Making good use of your parts gimmick, huh?
Unless they aim for the neck.
What are you doing up there?
I'm hiding from Kane. I think I overheard him talking to Bubble about an in-house adventure, and I'm not gonna be part of it.
Am I the only one who, after watching Charlie Kirk get shot in the neck, thought, I want to fucking wear a Kevlar jumpsuit for the rest, like a full body, like put me in a full body Kevlar morph suit for the rest of my life, please.
And you're just gonna hang out in a flower pot all day? Not like your room?
Kane's been checking up on my room lately. When I don't answer, he just starts...
Gary, yeah, watch the VOD, but Guinevere was really good. I liked it. It might be my favorite pilot from the studio yet. Because it just, to me, the characters were more memorable than they were in the Gaslight. Like, I remember how Gaslight looked. I don't really remember what the personalities of the characters were besides, like, I remember the conflict between the main girl and her father figure, which is almost the same thing happens in Knights of Guinevere, but the characters are just a little more interesting.
Singing Daisy Bell in front of my door. It's creepy.
Does he really do that?
I don't know. Let's ask him. Hey, Kane!
You fucking asshole!
Yes, Jax?
Look, it's Zubul.
You!
Ah, there you are. Now I don't have to do the snap summon thing. And I'm glad I found you. We need even numbers, cause today's adventure is a team adventure. Meet you guys up at the stage in, let's say, 5.7 minutes.
Great. Didn't even ask him about the singing thing.
The what?
It just suddenly occurred to me why that design, the chatter mouth guy, is so good. And it's because the teeth can function as eyebrows for both the bottom and top, or like I guess eyelids or eyebrows. But like because they're not eyelids or eyebrows, you can also do stuff with them that can't happen with those. So it's like, you know, you can just like have the eyes like rolling around inside of the mouth type shit, but also, or, you know, spawning 7 extra eyes, but can also emote with them as though it were normal eyelids, just using the weird shape of the mouth.
Today's adventure is gonna be a bit of a short one due to the Favorite Character Awards. But it'll be a perfect opportunity to showcase your guys' strengths to the press.
This is so heavy.
That's right, Bubble. Seeing you all play bat-ball a few days ago really got me thinking. We should do our own
strengths. Obviously, like his teeth kind of clenched in and it looked like a helmet. And it's like, that's his mouth / head, but because he blocked his eyes, it gave helmet. That's kind of genius when you think about it.
sporting event, but with cool new sports invented by yours truly.
Help me, Kane.
We could also just play softball normally this time.
Yeah.
In the Cane Leagues, we have the 400-meter vertical skedaddle, bisection boogie egg ball, lateral hijinks, orange sport, ball run, walk ball, run walk, and ball ball. These sports are surely going to...
Yeah, sorry. No, I'm not gonna be on a team with that one.
Zubul, why does all you do is complaining? I never know what you want!
We had a whole suggestion box for that.
Yeah, Zubul and I constantly say we like more chill and relaxing adventures.
Did you really not like my softball one?
I'm not big into sports, sorry.
The suggestion box just causes interpersonal drama. And me no likey.
All right, you really want to know what I want?
Oh no.
I want the ability to have sex.
No way. Are we?
My God. Amazing Digital Circus has been out long enough to say sex. Did they censor the word sex? They said sex in Pokemon 2000. I guess in the context they were talking about gender, but sex was only censored in English. That's because we have the worst culture on Earth.
Finally having this conversation?
Oh, hi, Zubul.
Do you have any of that stupid sauce left?
What were we talking about? Oh yeah, how teamwork is essential to making the dream work.
Tell that to him! He's the one that f***s everything all the time.
You are in a mood today, aren't you?
Now, you know what they say about assuming. It makes an ass out of you and Ming.
Like a C.
Ming?
Did Kane just say ass?
Hi, I'm Ming, and I really don't appreciate what your assumptions have done to my reputation.
You made a whole guy for that?
Whatever the case, it's evident now that there's quite a bit of tension between you all. So maybe what we actually need to do are trust exercises.
I am not falling into Jax's arms, if that's what you mean.
Don't worry, this will be a two-way trust.
Were they just like, alright, Zubul's doesn't have as much porn as the other characters, so let's make sure that she just says she wants to fuck, so people will definitely draw that. Like, that feels like it has to be the logic this was approached with in my mind.
Exercise, where you'll each have to trust each other to not betray the other person. This is a private room where nobody can see or hear you once inside. And this is a loaded gun.
Oh boy.
Character A will take the gun into the private room and empty it out of all its ammunition, then come out and give it to Character B. Character B will then take the gun and shoot themselves in the head, trusting that Character A emptied it in the private room. Character A will also have to trust that Character B won't turn the gun on them, so everyone is incentivized to follow the rules and trust each other.
Sounds a little convoluted.
You look convoluted! Anyway, Jax, why don't you start?
What, him?
Wait, what am I doing? I wasn't paying attention.
Hey, they got me with the fucking full-throated screaming. You look convoluted!
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know what you thought he would do.
We could all just shoot each other. Here, have guns. I don't care anymore.
Away!
Wait, that's just it? Here's guns and have fun?
I didn't say have fun.
It's just a little aimless.
Use the sights.
Kane!
Ugh, fine! We're bringing teams back. Pair up in teams of 2, you all get 3 lives. Last team surviving is the winner. Happy?
Not really.
Well, that's not my
Why do you
problem right
want-
now. I have an
Stop
awards
asking
show to plan,
questions,
so
you're gonna
you
make
guys
it
are gonna have to
worse.
handle yourselves for a bit.
He doesn't have
5
good
minutes to
ideas.
figure the teams out. Once that's up, it's a free-for-all.
Come on, Sadie. You're coming with me.
I'm actually gonna be on a team with Zubul.
What? No, you're not. We've been together for every team adventure in the past.
Guess times are changing, bunny boy.
Yeah, fuck.
Hey, you wanna be on my team?
I'd love to, but, well, I really don't want Kinger to get stuck with Jax.
How many fucking teams are there?
Well, I could be on Kinger's team. He and I were together once, and it wasn't too bad.
I'm trying to fuck Kinger, and I'm hoping I can drag him off into the darkness.
Yeah,
so-
just forget I asked. I'll be on Jax's team.
Wait.
Like you said, probably good to keep Kinger and Jax separate. I can keep Jax in check, so don't worry about me.
Hey, Pomni? If you ever need to talk to somebody, or need help with anything, I'm here.
You have a partner yet?
Well, look who it is. You sure you can handle me if...
I will say, fucking you over and then immediately being like, by the way, if you need anything, just hit me up. Real.
In all my glory?
I've been through worse.
Hey, Zubul, do you want to hold on to this during today's game?
Huh?
I don't really trust myself that much with it. And I also just really want to be able
I don't trust myself with my own happy face. That's fucking dark.
to fire a Tommy gun while laughing maniacally, and I don't want to break it before I get that chance.
I'll keep it safe for you.
Huh? Oh, wait, what? That counted?
Kane?
What? Oh, yeah, the guns have been teleported to random spots in the circus. Go find them, champs!
Call of Duty!
Wait, Kane! I'm missing a life!
There's no time!
Oh!
It'll be my pleasure murdering all of you.
Have fun, guys!
You're so lame.
Aha! You little devil! All right, now I would bet our biggest concerns would be Jax and Zubul. They're the youngest, so they probably still have some youthful fighting spirit.
Man, I'm still missing a heart. This isn't fair.
Huh? Oh, I've got just the thing. Here, take this.
It's a golden butterfly! What the fuck?
Well, wait. What did you just do? What was that?
It's a butterfly. It can restore your health.
Did Kane mention that?
Oh, nah. I made it up.
What?
Shout out Beatrice the Golden Witch.
So, who are you gonna kill first, Pom Pom?
I don't know if I'll really be doing much of the killing. I'll just find guns for you, and you can do all the violent stuff. Yep.
Isn't Cain the name of Mouth Guy? So if there's Cain and Abel in this universe, is that saying that Cain is part of Cain and Abel? And are all of them Abel? Like he just keeps killing them like Cain kept killing Abel? Is that the idea? I don't know.
Like that, right?
You know none of this is real, right?
Oh, what do you mean? Like the circus?
The game today is literally to shoot each other. So what's the point in taking this moral high ground?
Well,
You see your
they're
gossip,
my friends.
Lupucia.
I don't really want to hurt them.
All right, let me be real here. Why do you care about that?
About not hurting my friends?
Look, I know what it's like. One day you're somebody in the real world doing important things, and then the next you're just a weird little cartoon jester. You want to hold on to that part of you that still thinks it's part of that world, but in the end, what does it get you? Ragatha tries to be all nice and friendly, but she gets torn up every other adventure. Whether we like it or not, all we are now is a bunch of cartoon characters.
Relatable.
So what's the point of pretending we're not?
We're still
feel
people, though, right?
I thought we were at first, but as time goes on, we just end up falling into our archetypes. Become part of the machine.
What's your archetype, then? The villain?
Listen, I add a key dynamic. I see how far I can push things. I screw with people, and I break the fourth wall. You want to know why? It's 'cause it's funny. I do everything 'cause it's funny. 'Cause I'm the funny one.
The funny one?
Yeah. Ragatha's the cheerful one, Gangle's the sad one, Kinger's the crazy one, Zubal's the grumpy one, and you are the one who hasn't figured that out yet. We all just became
I would describe her
archetypes.
as the
I at least have the self-awareness to choose who I am.
The funny one.
So who do you want to be? No better chance than now to try something new. You want to go nuts? You want to finally work off those weeks of rage and anguish that have been building up inside you? I know you hate it here. Everyone does. But the silver lining is you can pretty much do whatever you want. Like, look at the way you're aiming that gun. Too realistic. Just let loose.
I do like that. Because, you know, if they had drawn her not at any point holding the gun correctly, there would be a billion comments about how she's not holding the gun correctly. But it also would be incredibly, like, dumb to bother in a show like this. So I like that they just addressed that.
Oh, what the heck. Today, I'm just gonna be evil. How's that?
Go for it.
Yeah, those other fools better watch
let's
their
fucking
tails
go.
because they're going to face the wrath of Pomni the Evil!
Yes.
It's kind of cringe.
Are we really gonna be shooting each other with these?
It's either shoot or get shot. Ragatha! There's a sniper around this corner.
I think I got Kinger.
Are you sure we're safe up here?
Whoa! Tactical roll! Come on, Ragatha.
Looks like we've located the king and the ragdoll.
Now that people
yeah.
are shooting, this episode's great.
I mean, yeah, let's get
This
him!
is what I was hoping for. Lots
I
of
don't even really
gunfire.
know how to fire a gun. I don't know how much use I'd be in.
Yeah, like that.
Whoops, did I do that?
You missed a spot.
Yeah.
You're so
fuck
cool.
her.
Ragatha, take cover!
I'll take
Hey, wait,
Rags,
she
you
got her
go
haircut.
Kinger.
Rightio,
All right,
evil
the
bro.
gold butterfly.
I need a gun. Need a gun. Need a gun. Come on. on, man. Kinger, really use another one of those butterflies.
Howdy, howdy.
I know exactly what you're doing with Pomni, and it'll never work.
Huh?
You know, getting close with Pomni to corrupt her. Wait, no, wait.
Huh.
Oh, wow, I didn't actually think that'd work.
All cards flies. Fucking. That reminded me of that scene in Hunter x Hunter where the one really cute girl in the show just gets gunned down at the beginning
I
of
lost
the fucking
Kinger,
Chimera
but I got him
Antarch
down
and
to
then,
one
like,
life.
eaten or something.
I lost a life, but I got us down to one Kinger.
How'd you let her take a life off you?
I don't really know.
Hey, I found this AK thing. If we can't find the Tommy gun, will this work?
Yeah. Do you think Jax is gonna be mad that I didn't team up with him?
I wouldn't worry about him right now. It's all just a game in the end.
It's Jax, though. He probably wants revenge, and he's gonna make it painful.
Hey, you deserve better than thinking about him when he's not even here. You're a human. You're not his toy.
It sometimes doesn't feel that way.
I just want to comment on that this show, regardlessly if it doesn't really reach me in a particularly emotional way because it is so broad in general, I do think that's exactly what makes it like so important. That like a scene like that, I'm just imagining if you were like a teenage girl who's being abused by your boyfriend and you've never really thought of, like, nobody has said this to you, and then you heard that, might do a lot, you know, might really mean something. So I there's lots of moments in the show that make me go like, yeah, okay, I'm really glad young people are watching a show like this, you know.
These Avatar gimmicks, huh? Makes you wonder why no one else got them.
I just wish that... How are you supposed to like the part of yourself that just makes you worse than everyone else?
Oof.
'Cause it exists.
Huh.
It's a part of you that's real. And the only you that you should care about is the real you.
Damn.
You have to choose to love yourself. Even
That's
if
good.
it doesn't make sense. It's not natural, it's intentional.
Have you ever had to make that choice?
Huh?
Sorry, I mean... Of course not. You're Zubul.
Whatever happens, I've got your back if you've got mine.
Yeah. Now let's go kill Pomni and Jax.
Yeah. Fine.
All right, here's one. What's with the corn thing?
What corn thing?
Why are you afraid of corn? And don't say that you're not. You literally jumped out of your seat twice when you saw some.
Not gonna let me out of this one. Well, I don't know. It's got a bunch of little pods on it. Looks kind of like an egg sac or something. It's gross. Makes my skin crawl.
Interesting. Do you have like a type of trypophobia?
What's that?
The fear of lots of little holes.
Yeah.
Okay. How about...
Is that how you pronounce that?
Pomegranates.
Awful.
I'm learning a lot about you today.
Let's not forget we're here to kill people. We still need to find out where nut...
I've been reading it as tryptophobia, but I guess it's trypophobia.
So went before we can rest easy.
I'm right behind you, aren't I?
I'm right behind you, aren't I? Is a that's the best Kinger line imaginable. Alzheimer's patient shows up behind you and says, "I'm right behind you, aren't I?" That's actually fucking hilarious.
I hope you guys are ready for my ricochet super move!
He's gonna be dead, right?
Oh, here's the light.
Yep.
Huh.
High five!
Yeah!
What a game. Who knew Pomni could be such a sharpshooter? These adventures, huh? And look, even though we lost, at least we gave it our all, right? You feeling all right? Are you upset that we lost? Are you upset about something else?
I lost the war for Pomni's soul.
You want to talk about it?
I think I might have failed Pomni. Just like I failed Jax. I tried too hard to get on their good side, and then I just ended up pushing them away.
You gotta stop trying to help people and just start killing them. Just start killing motherfuckers. Do. Yeah. You just gotta start killing motherfuckers.
And they end up hating me.
Well, I don't think anyone in here hates you.
Jax does. Gangle and Subal don't ever talk to me, and Pomni probably won't after today either. She came to me wanting to be on my team. I said no. Why did I do that?
Maybe you just needed a break. It sounds to me like you put a lot of pressure on yourself to be there for everyone, and when you're not, you beat yourself up for it. You said you failed Pomni. Why do you feel that way?
I don't know. I feel like every day we're drifting further apart. Like she's seen through all my tricks and doesn't trust me anymore. Before I know it, she'll be a different person. One who doesn't even want me around.
The way I see it, relationships are two-sided, and sometimes it doesn't make sense to do all the heavy lifting when the other isn't in the mood. We all go through and deal with things differently, and sometimes you just need to let people do things their own way. As long as you're still there when they need you. Giving someone space should never be the same as giving up on them.
I don't even know what I want.
Kill him.
I just want everyone to be happy.
Kill a motherfucker with the magnum.
Want people to hate me.
Bonnie full of
Do you
bullets
hate
when
yourself?
they found him on the road.
I hated myself. I couldn't help but hate myself for the things I thought I was responsible for. I thought I'd lost everything. But then you showed up. And my outlook just changed. There are always ways to show you care without ruining yourself over it. You need to look out for yourself in all this, too.
I don't get it. So often nothing you say makes any sense, but then you have these moments where you... I don't know. How do you do that? How have you been around for so long?
I guess I just have a resilient mind.
Breathtaking! The committee's gonna love that.
Are they still following us?
Are you still following us?
Yeah, we're still
Are we
following
the
you.
committee?
Where else would we be? They're still following us.
All right, this is a long one. We're gonna have to run. Let's go! Oh, we got so unlucky with the drops here.
Imagine you gun.
It's time.
Why'd you stop shooting? You out of ammo?
Why'd you stop? You out of ammo?
Pomni, got any ammo left?
I have one in the cylinder and one sniper round, but no sniper rifle.
Crap.
Simultaneous release. That was a real Popey the Performer moment there.
You're just gonna hide in your room?
Coward!
Huh. You think the Popey the Performer couple has seen
Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer.
Are you seriously gonna start singing that?
I'm half crazy, all for the love of you. It won't be a stylish marriage. I can't afford a carriage, but you'll look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle built for two. Oh wait, I have a key to Zubal's room.
Amazing. Still not dead.
Ow.
I can get him.
Wait!
Trust me, partner, I got this.
Not really what he does. Hell yeah.
That's actual bullshit. Ow!
That reminded me a lot of Speed Racer, with the way it was.
Well, shit, man. Guess that's the end of that. See you on the flip side. What?
We did it! We make such a good team.
I grabbed the coin off of my head, and then she said, "See you on the flip side," so I immediately
Well,
flipped
to
it
be
and put it
fair,
back on my
our
head.
competition
I hope
wasn't
that was
anything
caught by
crazy.
someone in some level
Yeah,
of watching
true.
this.
I suppose this is the part where one of us betrays the other.
Huh? Oh, yeah. You can betray me.
Oh, I thought this was gonna be a mutual thing.
Nah, go on. Do it.
I don't really want to.
Lame. Come on. I thought you were cool.
He's playing you.
We could just be winners as a team.
We're not a team. Come on.
What do you mean? Yes, we are.
Delusional.
Weren't we kind of bonding over being chaotic evil together?
I was merely entertaining you because I thought it was funny. Now are you gonna shoot me or what?
Did I do something wrong?
Ugh, you sound like Ragatha right now. No wonder we're not a team.
No, I mean, we were doing fine, having fun, talking. But you suddenly
You're not
just...
committing.
Evil works.
Do it.
If I shoot you right now, are we still gonna be friends afterwards?
We were never friends.
What about all that stuff you told me?
Yeah, I did tell you a lot, didn't I? Not looking forward to thinking about that tomorrow.
No, we're not doing this. You're not gonna look me in the eye and tell me nothing we've been doing together meant anything to you, because I know that's not true.
Are you coming on to me? Yeah, that's what everybody wants. A straight couple.
Oh my god, can you take this seriously? Can you take anything seriously?
Dude, you're a cartoon clown. How am I supposed to take you seriously?
Dude, good fucking point.
You reached out to me, not the other way around. You're just gonna pretend that didn't happen?
You must be misremembering.
Is this why you didn't show up to Kaufmo's funeral?
I don't show up to any funerals.
Yeah, I bet you don't. Because you're scared. You're scared you'll actually show a human emotion.
I'm scared I'll be bored to tears.
Have you ever thought that this might be what causes people to abstract in the first place?
Oh my God! Are you seriously gonna blame me for something that everybody else did too? You didn't even know him. You don't even know what people are like before they abstract. They are not pleasant to be around. Like at all. You...
I'm sorry.
The way he's
sure you are. Ooh, man. This was all sorts of embarrassing, huh? So, you're gonna shoot me or what?
What would you do if I abstracted tomorrow?
I'd move on. And probably forget about you.
Love how they animated that.
Okay. I understand.
Jeez, you really can't take a joke, can you?
You're not the funny one!
I don't think that counts. Hey, what are you doing?
Get his ass.
Fight back!
Are you crazy?
I said fight back!
Stop! What's wrong with you?
Why didn't you fight back?
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Because
I just gotta say, this is the most like realistic feeling fight I've seen in a show in a while. This is how it feels when I get into a fight.
I didn't fight back. That means I secretly care about you? I'm just a misunderstood little chicken fetus in an egg that needs to be cracked open. Well, I am not. I do not care about you or anyone else in this circus in the slightest. End of story. You are my playthings, and I get joy out of making you suffer. I'm the one who causes pain for fun. If I led you on, it was just to make this part hurt you more. There's nothing more to me. So please, just stop looking.
I guess he's the lonely one. Or the angry one.
Hey,
I have something
I feel like
You can
no,
speak
you
first.
Go. Let's talk after the show.
Yeah, sounds good.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Favorite Character Awards! Before anything starts, I'd like to thank the committee for examining our nominees and voting on our winners.
We love you, Kane!
Shut up. Okay. But what's an award show without honorable mentions and subcategories? That's right, it's bad! Unlike my show, which is good.
Insincerity's not good for you, kids.
God, you look stupid. So.
And the award for biggest sailor mouth goes to Zubul! All right, folks, it's now the moment you've all been waiting for. The award for favorite character. Bubble, give me a drum roll. And the award for favorite character goes to... Why, it's me, everyone! Oh, wait, I misread that. It's Ming.
You shouldn't have assumed you won the award. Now we both look foolish.
Is that a commentary on that scene from that time that Moonlight won, but they accidentally said fucking, what's it called? La La Land? Oh, I like her dressed as Jax. That's pretty fucking cool. That one was pretty good. I think that might have been my favorite episode yet. I like that they shot each other. There wasn't as much gun violence as I was led to
Alrighty.
believe.
Now, let's see how many of them voted for me.
It's all poverty. Yeah, that was the argument scene between Pomni and Jax. That was really good. I like, she's slowly cracking through his insecure veneer of apathy. And also just, like, slowly kind of... Like, he's bringing out... I feel like Jax was not prepared for what he was bringing out of her. It's like, if you make Pomni more like you, she's gonna be a more honest version, like... He's pretending to be all chaos and stuff, but if somebody else unlocked that same cheat code, they're not going to take it the same way he does, So that was an interesting, like he thought it was just going to be fun and games, and then he was going to, like, betray her at the end, and it would be whatever, whatever. It's just Pomni. She's not capable of really, testing me in that emotional way. But it's like he's maintained this position of like, well, I have power over everyone emotionally, and if that stops being true, then it's like he has to run away. Like there's nowhere for him to be in that world if he doesn't have the power to, manipulate everyone else. So it's interesting. Good stuff. The Kinger Ragatha conversation was more boring to me. And other conversations in the episode, like I said, I thought they were good. Like I thought they would be like, I think it's very important this show exists for the younger people who are watching it, who are probably dealing with some of these emotional struggles and have no words or advice or any way to deal with that. And I think the show is impressively mature in how it approaches describing toxic relationships, not necessarily giving solutions, just like showing you what you're going through in a way that might make you think about it, which is the most important, first step. Because there is no one solution that would work for everybody, but I think the show gives good general advice. All right, I think all that's left now is to wrap up this video. And we've been going for 3 hours, and this still has 20 minutes left, so I'll probably wrap after this.
It just gives you so much perspective.
I said 20 minutes left, but we're watching it at like 1.75 speed.
It gives you so much perspective to just be in a group of people where nobody cares.
Yeah.
And it gives you, honestly, I think that is what gives me the courage to just be like, you know what? It's okay. Right. I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay.
C Cypher said, I feel like Jax is gonna abstract or die. That depends on how Infinity Train is this show.
Like I can live in a world where this has happened and people know and also we moved on.
Right.
Like I can I can go on dates and not have people be whispering about me. I don't know. I just imagine a world where I can just be myself and not have this thing following me around. You know, where I don't have to, like, where maybe we are at a restaurant with our kids and I don't have to feel shame because I'm like, you know, having fun.
Right.
You know, where people are like, oh my God, are they back together?
Right.
Just because I'm like having a joyful time with my kids and my ex-husband. You know, like, is that a crime?
Yeah.
To feel joy?
Like, can I live?
Can I live? You know,
Let them.
let them.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we're going to Greece together next week. It's like, life is weird sometimes.
Like, yes, like we travel together. we have a familial relationship.
Yeah. It's we've like redefined our relationship not as partners, romantic partners, but sort of like, you know, family or platonic partners and pals, if you want to say pals. I feel the same way, that it was kind of the social communities in school or wherever you are that you kind of just start to feel less alone.
Yeah.
Man, you could feel how fucking relieved he was when she said that we still do things together.
Right.
And he could say that
Somebody
they were pals.
that's your friend, or like another couple that you're friends with, just will say like, you know, hey, like, it was shitty what you did, and also everyone goes through hard times, and you move forward the best you can. And whether you are together or not, or sort of together friendly but not romantic, like however you want to live your life as your family moving forward, that's like your business.
Right. Yeah.
And at the same time, people looking on the outside can kind of feel that nonchalance.
So funny. Like, they
And on the
both
inside, it's like,
desperately want to be
what I
left
did
alone
to you
about
is
this,
one of the
but in
most
her
devastating
case,
things
it's
I think
because
that
it's
person can
just something
experience.
that happened to her.
Like,
and in his case, it's
I
something
understand
she did.
why, broadly speaking, these like scandals are such, you know, ignition points, because it's a lot of people can relate to it, and a lot of people feel so much pain around it.
And it can be both.
It can be both, yeah.
And it can be both at the same time. It can be both at different times. And you know, it can be one thing one day and something different another day. You know, I have some days when I hate your guts, and you know, there are other days when I enjoy your company more than not, and that's okay.
Yeah,
it can be both.
It can be both.
You know, some days are really sad because I feel the loss, but other days
She said loss, and I immediately thought
I feel a
of
lot
the
of
meme comic.
gratitude and joy for where we're at now. Especially, I mean, our kids are awesome.
Yeah, they are.
And I mean, they're worth every cent we've spent on therapy.
Yeah, because I mean, that's like a big reason why we're working so hard to rebuild.
I don't even know if I would call it rebuilding. I think we're building something new.
Yeah.
This relatable.
Yeah, for sure.
I
I think you have
find
to feel
some
like
of it relatable.
The past
but,
is no longer.
I definitely can't relate to the way that they're talking about it or handling it. Like,
it's very strange
couldn't
living
imagine myself
and having a
in
marriage
exactly this
while also having
scenario.
that be so like public facing.
Mm.
Did you ever feel that?
But
That
everyone knows
there was
what
these, like,
happened.
layers of like the public facing you versus the real you.
After I got cheated on, so I don't need
yes,
to rehash
and
any of that.
That was
I have my
that
own
was always a
psychopathic
struggle for me
video
because I felt like I
follow-up
wanted
to my
to
own breakup. So
like I wanted the two to be the same. You know, I always wanted to be one whole person.
Definitely a different vibe from this.
And I didn't want to be like an actor.
But we never had no kid together.
On camera and like and another person in my real life. You know, and that's the funny thing about
Sometimes I wake up
being a
and just
YouTuber
thank the
or being an
Lord I never
influencer
had a
is
child.
people expect you to be one person in your real life and on the internet. And then when you're not, then it's like, well, you're lying, you know? But I don't know, what do you think?
Well, it's ironic because at the same time, I think what the internet wants from you is to be a one-dimensional character.
How so?
Well, you know, I think you know, there's if you make TikToks as like a certain persona or doing a certain joke, if you deviate from that joke, oftentimes your like engagement will plummet. Like people kind of want to like just see, it's like, oh, it's like you're a stereotype. You're kind of like that person, and then I guess I noticed that in my own work. It's like the things that consistently drew people in were adorable family posts or talking about my wife, and then producers lean into that and like craft situations for me. And I don't know, over time, I felt super pigeonholed and just like I had to fulfill this one like quadrant in a foursome to just be this like, you know, kind of caricature.
You're like put in a box.
Yeah, I think it's very hard to like be a full person with nuance.
So basically, he realized that people did not like him except for as a family man. And he got really insecure about the identity of a family man, wanted it to be more about him personally. And then in a power play, started doing whatever would make him feel more, you know.
Nuance on the internet, there's always sort of a performance layer.
So what are you going to do now that you're back on the internet?
It's a great question. I, for a long time, didn't want to return to the internet. So I didn't see a way of, I didn't want to be myself. I didn't want to make anything. I didn't feel creative. And as time has moved on, I have a desire to create and to tell stories, but I don't really want it to be about myself as a character or myself or my relationship or my personal life. You know, I've always been drawn to things that make people curious and finding ways of connecting people with their interests. And so I came up with I don't know, I see myself more as like a host and more as just a vehicle for other people's stories. And I don't know, maybe I can, because of what I've gone through and my past, like connect with people and empathize with people. What?
Yeah, no, just you think you're interesting enough?
No, I don't.
You think other people?
I think other people would be interesting, and then that's regardless of what I think I'm interested. I don't want to talk about my personal life.
You think you're interesting enough? That's where there was a lot of comments about that line, so I was kind of waiting till it gets to it.
For my family, like I want to keep our children out of the spotlight. I want to keep our dating lives private. Like it's
like. Basically, she's like, so he realized that he was not interesting enough on his own. So he started an interview show with the person that he's had the most success associating with, his wife. Who does he have lined up next? Look at that empty look in his eyes as he's just been like... He's just been confronted with the fact that this is not going to work, and the person who knows more than anyone why it's not going to work just told him that. And now he has to act like it's still going to work.
It's not a good idea for my mental health at least, but I think also in general, to sort of make your whole life your brand. I want to make stuff that helps.
And here you are tying your life into your brand again, though. If this was how you felt, this was the last podcast you should have done. I don't want my brand to be my personal life, so I'm going to make the biggest personal drama in my life into the biggest video I've ever made.
People learn things, make stuff that helps people like empathize with others. And, you know, the idea behind the podcast is to tell stories of other people's challenging times and how they overcame them. Because if there's one thing I noticed is that people really
damn, the way she's looking, the way that they're both looking right now, where she has reached a point of like calm resolve of like, I feel like I've said my piece and I've gotten it off my chest and I've made myself clear. And he looks like he has entered the, oh, fuck, this is already ending. And I'm about to, not only are you going to walk out of my life again, but probably this whole venture is about to walk out of my life again.
Seem to care about the train wreck that I caused.
Would you say that was your rock bottom? Have you hit your rock bottom? Or do you think?
I hope so, yeah. Yeah, I would say my rock bottom was...
I hope so.
It's funny, in the car there was still a part of me that thought, you know, maybe...
Let me be your rock bottom, rock
you know, because we've been doing
bottom.
therapy, like we kind of had talked about a variety of things, and my rock bottom was, you know, being in a... I think the moment for me is you like sent me a text that night that was like, I don't think we can get past this. And it's just sort of like my whole world crashed. I was like, oh, right. So what I did wasn't like in our boundaries or in any sort of, like what I did was unforgivable and there's no hope. And I don't think I slept that night. I remember writing you a long letter. And,
Which night?
It was ironic. That weekend I was at a wedding, and they like played our wedding song as their dance. It was like black tie. Everyone's very fancy.
She's looking at him like, you're unfucking believable.
Stepping away to cry every 20 minutes. Well, we only have a couple more minutes. I know we could keep on talking. Maybe we will, but...
Are there any last-minute questions we need to address before?
Are we together?
We are not together. We live separately. We are devoted co-parents to our two beautiful, beautiful children. Wes, who is 7, and Finn, who is almost 5.
Are we dating other people?
I mean, I'm open to dating other people.
What a fucking question. Are we dating other people? Why didn't you say, Well, okay, I'm seeing someone, or I'm not seeing anyone. Are you? Or I'm seeing someone. Or do you want to talk about whether you... It's not, you don't, the world doesn't need to know this.
I mean, yes, we are dating other people.
Will you ever be returning to some of your past work?
What kind of work?
Like your old podcast?
No, I don't think so. No, I'm grateful for my time there, but no, I think that era is over.
So what's next for you? I know that, you're a creative person, that you've been doing a bunch throughout your career, and it's kind of like, it must be exciting to kind of be like a solo artist now.
Yeah, I mean, these last 3 years have given me a lot of time to kind of express what I love. And I've gone back to pottery, which is something that I was really into in college. It started out as just something that I wanted to do, just to kind of center myself as like a hobby. But I've gotten really into it, and I've been spending a lot of time in my own studio, and I'm starting up my own business. Mm-hmm. I know. Yeah, and we'll see where it takes me. Yeah.
Do you think you're going to be like a public, do you want to continue being an influencer?
Probably not. For a couple of reasons. I mean, the first reason is that I really enjoy just making stuff in my studio by myself. I know that sounds so silly, but I love just going into my pottery studio and just sitting at my wheel and getting so dirty and not filming it, and just doing what I want to do and making mistakes and just sometimes making really shitty stuff and not having to tell anyone about it,
Yeah.
And the second reason is...
That is important, actually. Give yourself the space to privately do shitty art. You can't... Literally no one is at 100% all the time. You gotta have some shit. You have to be able to do some shitty stuff in between. That is not meant for anyone. And you have to give yourself the space... I've been thinking a lot about something Kendrick Lamar said recently, which he said something to the effect of, you're only as good as your last appearance. And, I have a tendency to kind of just appear because I could, not necessarily because I should. And I've been trying to curb that. This stream had a clear reason to do it. That's why it exists. I wasn't going to stream today for no reason, but there was a good reason. But I want that to be, I want there to be a lot of thought put into before I actually show my face publicly. Is this really the time? Is this really worth it? Do I have a clear sense of why I'm doing this? Because otherwise, it's I'm not, even if people accepted something I did that wasn't that great, because I was putting out so much stuff that some of the stuff's not that great. Even if you all accept it, I prefer if I have the space to say, no, I don't want that to be out. If I make something shitty, I don't want to be beholden to it must exist for all time. Give yourself room to dump your garbage and not just make everything public.
That I feel sometimes, and we don't have to put this part in, but it is a valid reason. I feel sometimes people who are on the internet, there is another standard of beauty for people who are on the internet, and I don't want to hold myself to that standard anymore. I'm going to be 40 this year, and I want to look at myself in the mirror, and I want to say, fuck yeah. I don't want to look at myself in the mirror and be like, oh my God, are people going to notice that I don't look like I'm 30 anymore? Are people going to think that I look old? Are people going to think that that this is bad, or this is bad, or this is bad? I love looking in the mirror and being like, you know what? I look great. Yeah. Good enough is good enough.
She does look great. Looking 40 isn't a bad thing either. If you're, I feel I don't know, maybe this isn't true for everybody, but I feel as I age, I am most attracted to people my own age. It tends to be that if someone looks young, I tend to think I can't have a conversation with that person. If someone looks old, same thing, unless there's something about that older person that makes me think, oh, you seem like you might be cool. But even then, how cool can they really be?
It's a refreshing place to be. Huh?
It's so great. It's so great to be like, I look awesome. You know?
Yeah.
I don't want to look in the mirror and be like, I don't look good enough. I don't love that place. And I think that being a public person, that you sort of have to look at yourself that way. Or at least that was my experience, and I choose not to do that.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. For me, I also like love creating, and instead of making pottery,
Did he ever answer the question of whether he was with someone else, by the way? Did he just ask her and then not answer for himself?
I like making media, so there is this sort of inherent, like, if I'm going to be in it,
I
you
not
have to
paying
kind of
attention
think
at that
about what you're
part?
saying, what you look like, and yeah, it can be hard, but I'm happy for you.
Thanks.
What can I do as a co-parent and a friend to continue supporting you and to being, I mean, what do you want from me going forward?
Just be authentic.
Good fucking luck. What is authentic? You don't want this guy to be authentic. This guy's authenticity is dark.
With your audience, you know?
Like, what are your hopes and dreams for the future?
I just generally want to be the person that I genuinely believe that I am. You know?
Yeah.
I feel like for a long time I've wanted to be one person, but I've lived the life of a person who isn't that person, and I'd like for those two things to be the same.
Same.
Yeah, and
what do you hope for the two of us?
That I never have to see your fucking
I just want each of us to
face
grow
again.
in the way that makes each of us happy. You know, I want you to be who you are, and I want me to be who I am, and I want for you to feel like you can be who you are, and I want you to feel like you can do that without judgment. I want the same for myself.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I think that by kind of moving forward more as
From space, how many
individuals,
words does it take to see?
we'll
I
each be
can't
able
wait
to
for our kids to
kind
be
of
18.
be the best version of ourselves, and to kind of discover maybe parts of ourselves that are less to the forefront when you're like really in a relationship. But that's for us as individuals. But for us, as co-parents, I hope that we raise boys of honesty and integrity, and are happy and feel loved. And I hope that we're a team who tells each other what's on our mind, even if it's not always hard to say or easy to hear. That's
typed into ChatGPT. What would be a smart way to wrap up my
that's what I hope for us, is to have a parenting partnership based in laughter, in respect, and in honesty.
Me too.
Thank you again to Ariel. Thank you for your honesty.
The fucking vibe is so different in these intro and outro clips. Like, this is the vibe he wants to put forward, and it does not at all feel like what you got in that podcast.
Your vulnerability, your directness. This truly meant a lot to me, and thank you for watching. Next week, I'm excited to not be the subject of the episode. I'll be having a conversation with Lara Love Hardin. She is a mother who overcame a battle with heroin addiction, and eventually was a Oprah book club bestseller. So it's full of insightful and human drama, and you're not going to want to miss it. So see you next week, and take care.
What's the over-under on that actually happening? Like, you think he already recorded that and like it's already ready, or? That was intense. That was wild. That was a thing. That was quite a thing to have seen. It very much felt like Nightcrawler to me. Like, that guy really reminded me of that character in the sense that I could tell my assumption would be that guy has always been fake. That guy's always wanted to be an actor. He's always wanted to be a character. He always wanted to be a famous character. She said that in their early 20s, they packed up all their shit and went to LA. Many such cases. They managed to have some kind of success on YouTube, and that probably kept her thinking that this guy was some kind of, like, smart guy. That, like, and she's probably tied up taking care of the kids, like, there's a lot going on that might have made her not, like, fully clock what was, like, that she had stuck herself with something bad, like things are moving too quickly for her to sit with it and really be like, maybe this guy's a piece of shit. And I'm sure there were suspicions, But like she said, it was like a crashing down moment of when you actually realize what's going on, and then you put everything else together and it all forms a picture, and you go, oh, I've been looking at the wrong parts of this picture, you know, like I've been too zoomed in on this image to see the whole thing. You know, I don't feel like I learned enough about her through that for me to know how I would feel about her holistically as a person, like just in general, but she seemed perfectly fine. Like a very agreeable, regular mother, you know, and he seemed like a stone cold sociopath. So I would say that was not a good look for him. I would say that maybe that wasn't a good idea. You know, I don't know if that was, I hope that was a good idea for her. I hope that she came away from that feeling like, you know what, this was good. I'm glad I did this. I am sure he came away from that like, well, I mean, it's got almost 1 million views. The ratio is not looking good. I don't know. What's the word? Not reputation. All exposure. Is that what it is? All exposure is good exposure. What's the word I'm looking for? All press is good press. Whatever the fuck the phrase is. Publicity. Yes, thank you, Z-Cypher. All publicity is good publicity. And he's about to find out exactly how true is that. This is a perfect example of how all publicity is not necessarily good publicity. When you've got 600,000 views and only 5.8k likes and 50,000 dislikes and every comment is dunking on you, I would say maybe not all publicity is good publicity. But how we'll find that out is when his next episode comes out. If the next episode gets 2.5 thousand views, then not all publicity is good publicity. I would bet there's a way to turn this the success of this podcast into something more, like to continue this narrative in a way that continue to get attention, but he would have to go down the road of just transparently being a bad guy. Like, he would have to stop trying to put on the image of, look, everyone, I gave my wife a platform to show how much of a piece of shit I am. And he would have to just actually, like, go full piece of shit is the only way that I could see this turning into something that kept getting attention, you know? It's like, once you go villain, you have to go villain, you know? And even then, you might end up like Ye, where you go so villain that even villains are like, oh, I tried, you know, like, oh man. Well, that was crazy. All right, I guess we're done. I think that was all the requests. Thank you super much, everybody. This was entertaining. That was probably the best digital circus. I liked Knights of Guinevere. I feel like I'm positive on Glitch again. You know, I didn't like the last digital circus before as much. But that new one was pretty good, and Guinevere was really good. This was you find me the most headfuck videos, Lapusha. I swear to God, whenever you find me a video that's like real people talking, I'm always like, I'm in for a ride. Oh man! All right, I'll see you all next time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And tune into all the members videos and such, and also the shorts. I've cut a fuckload of shorts. I'm gonna try to do it. You know, people keep telling me I need to make shorts, and I've been lazy about it. And I finally decided, like, I have so much footage, I need to stop recording new footage and start taking what I already have and making more out of it. So, yeah, I've scheduled a short to come out every day for like at least a couple months. And so you'll see my face.